All right, gentlemen. Welcome back to Crypts and Cantrips. We last left off at the end of our festival, or many of our different things that we did. Um, we had a few little miniature carnival games, and also we had a drinking contest and arm wrestling contest, both of which our protagonists were very successful in completing. Y'all, before this, y'all had returned from the hunt successfully of the eliminating those hook horrors and the people that were hunting them, and you got on another lead to another potential hunt of a creature of winter. From there, the party is trying to recover from its festivities, and this is where we start off. Let me turn down the music, it's a little loud. Why is it so loud? Better? Better?
Yeah. Let's see, I can't hear it at all now.
There we go. Anyway, so I have y'all back in Goldborn's lair. Bronix is not currently there. He's with his friend, let's just say. The three of you who are there, Alistair, Varius, and Navarre, I need y'all to expend 5 silver for the night that y'all just stayed there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I need
please.
Constitution saves from everyone, and Wisdom saves from everyone but Varius.
Do I do the dance?
Yeah, I feel left out now, honestly.
Yes, you do, Alistair. Clarence, the hook horror infant, sees you get up after you wake up and watches you twirling around and happily puts up his hooks and spins as well, trying to mimic. Various, you stage 1 Grackle Long once again for
Yeah.
like the 4th check in a row.
What do you mean fourth check? I've had it since we've arrived. I've only saved against it twice over
Oh
the
my
month that we've
god.
been here. So, like, I'm not very good at con saves, apparently. You know what? It's fitting with the theme. I can't save it. Apparently, I can't roll a 10 or higher. So
there are a
averages,
couple
right?
announcements I need to make to the viewers and to anyone who wasn't here before. We will be taking off a session off next Friday. I think I've been going like 7-8 sessions in a row, and I need a break to prepare some content, and I'm also going to go hunting. We will be returning the following week, short Bronix, as it will be his turn to go hunting, unfortunately, but we'll figure out what to do with the rest of the party. And then obviously Thanksgiving on the 22nd, I believe.
Yeah.
That weekend, or that week of Thanksgiving, we will be gone again on the 23rd of November. And then we'll start up again the 30th, and I will give another announcement as to what our Christmas sort of New Year schedule is going to be.
Bronix will also not be here for that day.
Yeah, Bronix will also be missing on the 30th. So Bronix is going to be gone for about a month, unfortunately.
We're all going to die.
Damn,
I mean, who knows? Things may change where he may not actually go, depending on weather conditions. We don't know. Navarre, you are solid. You wake up, not even with a hangover, actually. So, y'all are 1 day away from the beginning of the fighting tournament. Foam Tankard came by and collected a fee He started with Bronix since he knew where Bronix was, staying in the bar. He mentions that it is a team of 5 contestants. So you need to choose between some of your compadres who will be your 5th contestant, since Bilston will no longer be joining us. That's another one of the announcements. I figured y'all would choose Eldith, so I have her ready to go. She's got her elemental air battle axe. She's spinning it. She's like, oh, I'm fucking ready. Another thing that Foam Tankard lets you know is it is a 2,000 gold entry fee
For the whole team.
for the whole team.
Okay.
But what do you get if you win or like place second, third, what have you?
You win the entire pot of gold, which is 2,000 gold from each team. There are 4 teams total. So you'd win 6,000 gold so you get your gold back in 6,000 gold and potentially another reward.
Nice.
Okay.
I can cover 1,000.
Way more than 500. We get 8k gold.
Well, he's talking about entry fee.
Oh, 8k, yeah, entry,
Well, yeah, because...
Well, Eldith has to put in her share if we do it 5 ways. It's like
She's going to forfeit any winnings.
Ah, okay.
So
she'll forfeit.
that's the reason why she's not putting in any money.
She's too poor.
She looks at me. She looks at you. She's like, "Look, you need me. I don't need you."
Like,
Don't
I'll
worry,
take the
Eldith,
axe
I'll
back
cover
then.
your
Thank
fee.
you. Give me back my axe.
So, Alistair's basically willing to fork over 400 gold if y'all want to split it 5 ways.
What's the pay for mine and Eldith's?
I mean,
So
I
otherwise,
can cover 1,000.
Well, it's out of 2,000 between. You'd assume it's shares.
Yeah,
but
if we all put
that's up to y'all.
500 in, that would be fine. That way, it will be
It's
even.
2,000.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's 500 for each of us. Eldith isn't paying. Eldith is forfeiting
Okay.
her winnings because she can't pay for the fee.
Okay.
She's just there for the ride.
She's just pulling her weight.
Yeah.
So...
I gave her an axe. She's, it's like a sign of gratitude, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta earn this act. There you go.
Yeah, put it to good use. Slay
So
some
I'm down to
monsters.
787
Oh,
gold.
500 gold. Okay.
The 1,000 gold that y'all were given by Bilston, or Bilston split it up, so each of y'all got 200 gold out of that 1,000.
Oh,
Because he took his 200 gold share.
Okay, I'll add 200.
I don't think y'all divvied it up.
No, because you said you gave it to Bilston, so he was the one who had it. I didn't add anything.
Yeah, he gave y'all each 200 gold as part of y'all's share of that take.
So I'm back to almost 1,000.
I am 1,263.
I am using all my platinum to pay for this, by the way, the entry fee. I've just gained all this platinum and I have to use it all.
So you're spending 25 platinum, or not 25 platinum.
Do you have a
50
bunch of gold though? Think about all that
I
weight.
bet 26 platinum on your arm wrestle race. I now have 52 plat, so I can just pay in platinum.
That could be a high bargaining chip later though.
But I don't have
It's like
500
10
in just-
pounds. 500
I mean,
500 gold is like 10 pounds. You
yeah.
should do 500 gold.
I don't have 500 gold. I only have 265 gold. So
Yeah,
all my money.
however you divvy up your money is between you and Foam Tankard, as he takes originally 500 from Bronix and asks where the rest of y'all are staying. He says, all right, I'll go get the rest of the entry fee from your allies. And he comes into Goldborn's lair, sees Alistair dancing around with his creature. That's not the sight you see every day, but you all, 500 gold for your entry fee. If you don't know what I'm fucking talking about, then I guess you're not joining the fight. So, you're coming to the arena tomorrow?
Yeah.
Is it tomorrow, the arena, then?
Aye.
Aye.
Right. I'll definitely try my best, and I hand him my bag of 50 platinum.
He kind of grabs your bag and he's looking over at the bar. He's like, is that fucking Adela? Can you put in a word with me for her? Yeah? And he gives you a toothy ass grin with half his teeth missing, with his one eye missing. He only has one hand. His left hand he's grabbing the gold with. It's Harbeck Foam Tankard. You remember him. But Yeah. Let her know. Give her an invite. So, thank you for the gold. I'll see you tomorrow. The first round is a Lagthul. They will be taking the first fight in the morning. You are shortly after, and then the other two teams are after that.
Can we see the
Where
fight
do we
at the
go for
beginning?
this?
The Crouchy Bastard Arena. Where else?
Oh, okay.
Can we see the first fight? Like, see first team?
Yeah,
next?
as long as you're there and prepared for the next, you can watch the first.
Yeah, we can scout the competition and see what else.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. So, see y'all there tomorrow, and good luck. You'll need it.
Spell work.
Out of character. We're gonna fucking die without Bronix.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah,
Roddick's just joining y'all, but
I know, but like in the future,
No.
we're gonna fucking die.
he's pretty tough. Yeah, both they're y'all. You're pretty tough. Your character's got a lot of health.
Yeah.
For a sorcerer. Yeah,
As long as I don't get hit by a fireball, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
Hey, that wasn't my fault.
You're the one who.
Oh, you're
cast
right. My
it.
apologies.
We're
Forget.
gonna
I
definitely see some of
sometimes-
y'all's skills tested here shortly. So I leave y'all with the option of spending the rest of your day in a time lapse, quick teleport to the next day, or if y'all have something in mind you would like to do for the rest of the day, you can.
Oh,
Ooh, I want to go to the
Make.
library.
Let's see here. Oh, I need some more acid.
Oh wow, the spell lasts for 10 days. Oh,
Yeah.
that's
I would
Gentle
like to make
repose.
nice. Yeah,
some acid.
and it's a ritual, so I don't even have to. Wow.
Yeah, speaking of which, well, you still have to have if you're for clerics and specifically, you still have to have the spell prepared in order to ritual cast it.
Yeah,
You're
so
not
I
a
lose
wizard,
it.
unfortunately. For the record, you would have casted that spell 8 days ago.
Okay.
what spell was that?
Gentle repose on the one thing we got from the
Oh.
dragon. I want to say it was. That takes up one of my spell slots. Well, not spell slots. It takes up one of my prepared spells.
What piece did you do that on?
I'm turning it up. I just switched the song.
What did I use it on?
You
Yeah,
used it
'cause
on
we
the
didn't-
Draconis Fundamentum.
That is on your thing. So I'm
Oh,
like, I
it's
don't
on
have
my
it in my
thing.
inventory. What was it?
Oh, okay.
You used it on that because that is the only piece you took which would feasibly rot. The scales do have a hide component, but it seems to automatically tan on its own in a way.
Well,
Same
I
as
guess
the
you can
Fang.
recast
The
it
Fang will be
again
fine.
today.
The fang is obviously, bone or calcified material that is very strong on itself. It doesn't have rods. And y'all took only a fang in those two items. So
Well,
anyway,
you can cast it again if it's nearing the end.
Yeah,
Today's
I'd
a free
cast it
day,
again
so-
today.
Yeah.
okay. So you cast it today, so that way you can prepare your spells for the next day of combat.
Yeah.
I want to make
That
3
and also
things
lesser
of
restoration.
acid.
All right, 3 things of acid. It takes you an hour each to make one. Just give me some intelligence checks, or whatever your alchemy without proficiency is. Would your bonus be +4? You're not proficient in alchemist.
Yeah, I did. I got
When did-
proficiency.
When did you
Like
get
2
proficient?
sessions ago.
Oh, you're proficient in making this specific item, but not with supplies. Because that's what the recipe gives you, is the ability to make this easily. But being proficient in supplies is a whole nother thing.
Oh. Well,
But
then that would be
you
it.
basically you're good at making these items, but those are all successful rolls.
Mhm.
All
Yeah.
right. So let me update the calendar. Someone mentioned the library.
Yeah, I would ask Barius if I could borrow the stone speaker's crystal. There's some research I'd like to try and do. If you could
Sure.
allow me to borrow it.
Sure, you can use it. I guess I'll.
26.
I don't know what I'll do with my day, really.
So I want to go and try and find out any information about hook horrors, and if there's ever been anyone else who's tried raising one.
I mean, I doubt they'd be one of that, but I could definitely look
Exactly,
into
but
the
I mean, getting
biological life
information
cycle of
on
the.
little Clarence.
Well, I'll look at the life cycle of a hook horror, and like
That
just-
life cycle is
yeah.
there for notes. Y'all technically don't know that.
Right.
Yeah. That's why I'm gonna look for life cycle of a hook horror. Because people are definitely, I am assuming, have raised them as like hunting game in the past, and they might have notes on like
And
how you
study.
raise them.
Oh, so
And-
you want to learn about
So-
it?
So y'all are both gonna go over to the library, and he's gonna show you the bestiary section. It takes y'all about 4 hours of research between the two of y'all to get a decent amount of information. Y'all find one tome, which is a bestiary of monstrosities, and it is written by a Duergar known as Deloric Bofdan. I'll write that for you.
Thank you. Maybe right this.
Yeah, it's a fucking dwarf name. Sorry.
Mhm.
Deloric Bofdan. He's a long dead explorer of the Underdark who was infatuated with finding out different creatures. You see pictures of a weird brain creature with a beak and tentacles, another creature with hard shell and a long body. Let's see. I don't think either of y'all. Alistair might, if he does a history check, know about this creature from tales of his dwarven city days. You kind of have the briefest glimpse of what a Goldborn is, or a Boulet, a large
got a
shell.
bull, eh?
Yeah. You see that. You skim through this, and there's a lot of different images, but eventually you find information on hook horrors. You find out that they are omnivorous. They grow rather quickly when well fed, extremely quickly if well fed. And within a year to a year and a half, they could be a full size, well trained actual beast of defense if they are raised from birth, from the moment of sight. So you do have that information. You now know exactly what they grow, what they prefer to eat. You know that they like to hoard small metals that are almost like silver in color. So electrum, silver, nickel, zinc. If they can find these metals, they will either eat them or put them in their nest. It's a very common item for them to find. So if you feel like your coin purse is a little light, chances are Clarence is taking a little pick at your pockets.
Oh, little rascal.
Little rascal.
They love reflective materials. You also know that they are blind beyond a certain distance. They primarily work with sound and echolocation. So beyond 60 feet, they are blind.
Oh, so that's why they only follow us, I guess, since they don't
Yeah.
see anything.
That's partly the reason why they didn't attack you. You also know that the young try to click their mandibles and their claws together as a rudimentary form of communication, kind of like its own little sign language in a way. It is a language known as hook horror, and it's not something that can be really learned very easily by people, but there is rudimentary gestures and rhythms of clicks that they use to communicate danger, friend, foe, etc. Beyond that, it's just general images and diagrams. You see a full body workup of the different organs and body parts of the creature as he had dissected them for his studies, and that's about it.
Oh yeah, I recognize those body parts.
Yeah, you definitely recognize some of them. You aren't allowed to bring your creature inside, unfortunately. So
Oh,
you had to leave him at Goldborn's lair.
Probably safest.
he's playing with my pet as I make a healing
Oh
potion.
yeah, how does what's her name feel about this, Rodella? Has she given me dirty looks about this?
You don't know. Maybe you go back. She might. Since you've been drunk, you kind of really haven't paid attention to what she's been saying.
Not wrong.
But other than that, throughout the day, y'all do get a courtesy call from a guard of Eared Black Skull. He says that after the tournaments and the festivities are over, you have been summoned for an audience with her, and subsequently potentially meeting some of the higher ups within the city. Continuing along that route.
Okay.
Anyway, that's about the rest of the day for y'all. Bronix, what do you do, if anything? That's within the Dwarf Keep, the Deep Throne, and it's pretty much the most highly guarded section of the city, and no one's allowed in there, especially after the events that have transpired with the dragon. They take a note of who you are. They understand it, but they're like, there's no entry to outsiders.
Oh. Apparently, Gopher can't. The audience can't hear Bronix at all.
You
Yeah.
forgot to unmute yourself on OBS. You forgot to unmute yourself.
The hell?
Ouch.
All those witty jokes ruined.
Hey, it's your fault.
Witty jokes by the witless.
Yeah. Alrighty. Thanks for the heads up, Gopher.
Yes, appreciate it.
All right, so we're gonna fast forward to the next day. It is the first day of the tournament. You see a lively crowd trying to gain entry. The place is packed, almost as packed, actually, if not more so, than when the original fight between Tordek and Bronix happened. So we're gonna transition.
Is it a bigger map this time?
No, it's the
Same
same map.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're watching the dwarves fight, right? Those guys. That one guy didn't like me.
Yes, you're gonna see the first fight, and then your all's fight.
Okay. Bronix is putting on the dwarf beard with some rope to mock the guy he beat.
Wow.
I wanted to
Yeah.
be an asshole to this guy for being such a dick to me for no reason.
Where is my music? All right, it'll start here in a moment. So you see 5 members of a Log Thilduk walk in and take their positions around. You see the Deep Gnome, Bard, Nalnox, Longhalt. You see the 2 twins, Oscar and Travak Tharoon. I think that's their name. You
Oh,
see
you forgot you forgot to
what?
put a torch back.
Oh yeah, the darkness.
Yeah.
Maybe that was on purpose. You never know.
Yeah,
The arena
they're too
changes.
poor to fit. They're too poor to replace the torch.
They goes 2 copper.
It's just, everyone here has dark vision for the most part, except for you, so
I don't know what you're talking about. I see just fine.
But you see the 5 of them arrange themselves around a defensive and potentially offensive area. You see Harbeck Foam Tankard walk up Welcome again to the arena. We have our very special day, the christening fight of the Tournament of the Forgotten Dead. We have our previous champions, Alag Tholduk, taking the reins and introducing us to the glory of our future fights over the next 3 days. So, you all know the rules. No killing your friends, of course. Other than that, try to survive.
Music.
Let the fight begin. Hold on.
I cannot hear it.
It's not playing.
Oh, okay.
Doom, 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 doom,
So, they get ready. You see the two brothers raise their shields. You see Vistra flipping out her daggers and putting them away, surprisingly. See Nalnex with the rapier in hand, and eventually the gate at the opposite side opens up, and out walks a creature large in shape, with the head of a lion, a dragon, and a ram, with wings which are somewhat disheveled, tethered, or somehow incapacitated. This creature normally can fly, but is not allowed to fly in this arena. It has two tamers of sorts pushing it into the arena with pikes. The dragon head and the lion head roar. You hear a bleat from the ram's head as this creature of large size moves in and begins. Now you hear the fighting. Let me get if it plays.
I hear something.
There we go.
Just small little arena horns. All right. So immediately as everything goes on, Nalnex peers around the corner as he looks at the creature. He instantly casts with his hands, or potentially some innate magic, and all of a sudden his visage begins to shift and blur. And then he draws his rapier and prepares to attack. He then gets ready. The Chimera moves in, immediately bolts towards Travak, who's in the center with the shield. It immediately bites him on the arm and starts ripping at his chainmail plate. Takes a decent amount of damage. The dragon head turns over the lion's head and shoots a bout of fire right over towards Oscar by the other pillar. Vistra, seeing this happen, let me move this creature forward. Vistra sees this happen and starts to flank on the creature and pulls out what looks like a glowing blade of light, similar to the ones you've seen on the empty scabbard killers, and just starts to stab away from the back. From there, Travak moves up and it sets down his shield as he enlarges and becomes a large character. And then just gets prepared to take some hits, but he drinks a potion as this attack goes through. From there, the small Kuotoa form moves around and tries to flank with Vistra and starts to wail on this creature, not being able to gain any sort of hits on the creature, only hitting it once and dealing a small bit of damage. You see lightning surge from its hands as he punches the creature. From there, Oscar, he's putting out his fire on his beard and begins to move up, and also enlarges with his brother in formation, putting up a shield wall like a phalanx. Nalnex, seeing the two brothers already being engaged in battle and trying to set up their strategy, moves around behind the Chimera as well and starts stabbing at it with his rapier, dealing significant damage. And then he calls out and gives Oscar a inspiration. You hear a song and can't really tell over the screens what he's saying, but he's kind of blowing on his flute as he's giving him a little boost on his morale. From there, the Chimera again pulls out the dragon head and pushes fire onto both the brothers in front. As he does this, the creature turns from his right to his left, circling around and claws at Vistra and tries to bite Nalnax. The claw misses Vistra, but the Nalnax does get bitten onto the shoulder with the lion head. You hear cheers as everything's going crazy. The creature is being surrounded slowly by the team. Travik then pulls up as he's been enlarged. It starts to unleash a flurry of blows, just boom, boom with the sword, stabbing it a couple times in the hind leg as the tail tries to wrap around and pull the sword out. From there, the bloop blop on the side of the creature still just unleashes a huge flurry of blows. He bites onto the creature's shoulder and then just punches it in the stomach. You see the lightning streak from his hands as the creature takes 2 rough punches and a bite. From there, Oscar, now significantly burned and very barely standing, stands up and just starts to slice with his sword with one hand. It does a significant cleave of skin as big muscle tears come from the hind leg as he attacks the creature from behind. The third round comes around. Nalnax sits there and he puts his sword into the rapier in the ground. He's like, "Well, buddy, you're about to die." And he just slices off a series of insults saying how his mother fucked everything in the sun and that's how he was born, using vicious mockery. The Chimera spins around again, trying to attack the twins who have become large threats. He just rakes claws on the shields, tries to bite at the shield and just hits the top of the kite shield and just its mouth gets there. The dragon also tries to use a horn attack as it pushes its horns into the sides of the shield, but cannot find through the big phalanx as they have produced a sizable wall. From there, after a few more rounds of combat, Logthilduk overwhelms the creature. Some of the team has been fairly battered, but eventually they do triumph and slay the beast. Heads are taken for trophies as they walk around screaming, "Yeah!" And the crowd just responds in kind. The first round is over. The creature is slain. Foam Taker
Surrounded that thing.
Foam Taker comes up and says, "Well," he points up to the stanzas. He says, "You're next. 5 minutes to prepare," as he yells up to y'all.
Okay.
All right.
I am going to mix another 2 potions together in this 5-minute period because
I
why
need
not?
your D100s for both of those ones. The ones that you
I have
rolled
3
for
now.
last time.
I have
Yeah,
3.
I know. You rolled one. I got that from last round, but you
Oh,
didn't
did
roll
you?
for the other one.
I didn't roll any of them because you said you wanted to roll for it. That's why.
Oh, okay. Well, then
so
I
you
need to
can
roll
roll
2
the
more.
other 2. Yeah, I don't know what they are. I mean, I don't mind rolling for it. I guess it takes away from the surprise.
All right.
I mean, you don't know what
I
those
got those numbers. So.
Okay. I can tell you which one I use. 1, 2, or 3. So.
All right.
I'm going to let's see here. I'm gonna real quick just
Move.
quick things that I'm obviously not gonna be carrying.
I might actually get to use my new spell
with me.
today. We'll see. Well, not new. I had it since like a couple sessions ago, but I might get to use it for the first time. But I guess every you just fireball everything. So no point.
So I do
I mean,
other
I
stuff.
could.
I
could
could
just
do
fireball everything.
I could fireball.
But it's like,
It's boring.
yeah.
Just aim
Potion of
better.
healing.
Shots fired.
1 potion of healing.
So y'all have been marched onto the field. You could take whatever positions you would like to take before the fight.
Of course. I mean, is flying not allowed? Because that thing didn't
It is
fly.
not allowed.
Damn it!
Oh yes, woe is
Because I
you.
can make 3 of us fly.
Yeah, I'm fine with not flying. I just wanted to make sure because I don't want to get disqualified for no reason.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
I don't really know. I guess I'll just stand here, like away from the fiery explosion, since I know this does explode.
I mean,
I
you're
don't think they're
resistant
doing
to
that
it,
for this
aren't you?
event.
As a
Nah, I
tiefling.
don't want to get blown up regardless. Like,
I don't think they're gonna do that for this event, though.
No.
Probably
Pretty sure it's
not.
That was
just
for,
skill
that was
against
for the one-on-one.
hey, you never know. There might be
amazing
some dirty
monsters.
play about.
I think. Hold on. Before we even start, I'm just gonna. I would like. I think I would
Oh,
like
yes,
Eldith
Eldith.
to be like over here or something.
I control Eldith, so I will put her wherever I feel. Once I see all
Okay.
y'all's positions.
Yeah,
I think
I'll have Zizix in the stand, like eating, like I guess, like
Big old thing
intestines,
of
like
popcorn.
popcorn. Yeah, it's like popcorn, but it's made of like eyeballs and stuff. I don't know
Gross.
where he gets it from. It's just like cheering.
He brings it from home.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Um,
She.
Hey, you! No outside food.
what I.
Where is
Goes
she going
invisible,
to
still
go?
Goes invisible, continues munching.
munch, 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 munch.
You
I'm still
just-
here.
you still hear the munching.
She's gonna basically set up like a shield path between this rock and this wall, trying to get as
Okay.
much angles of exposure covered.
All right.
So she only has her back exposed.
Cool.
I need everyone to roll initiative real fast because that'll determine how things go.
Yeah. Click my
Okay.
dude.
And
Starting off with a
Whoops.
strong 7.
Let me click second one character list.
That's
I put 22 on mine, sorry.
Did I roll?
Oh,
No, I did not. Sonic
Good
rolled
music.
less.
This is probably.
They only had
not-
horns. We got drums. Hell yeah. Screw you, nerd.
so
Wait. That might be
Tanker.
copyright.
it probably is, but fuck it. It's the arena. Fuck it.
No one's
I don't know what it is,
no
so.
like no Twitch mod is for no.
Wait for the future.
We're
Anyway,
not making money off of this.
right now we're not. So everyone's got their initiative in.
Did you fix
I'm
mine?
gonna-
Oh, yeah, these should be good.
What's yours?
Chronic should be at 22.
It should be 22. I rolled it. I didn't select my character again.
You rolled, but I'll take it.
I always do that.
Just click yourself, do it again, and then you can.
That's what I
edit
did.
it.
It's 10 now. It was still 10.
All good. Fixed.
There we go.
So, as y'all walk in, set your positions. Foam Tankard points at you with his nub of the hand. Are you ready?
Ah!
Alright, let the fight begin. And you see as the same door opens, and another creature, large creature, walks out as a snake-like creature with some sort of pike comes out. Bronix and Barris, you both notice on your left as a pit begins to open and sand begins to drain into the pit, and out snakes another one of these creatures as well, and it moves on to the field.
Glad I wasn't standing there.
All right, Bronix, you're at the top of the round.
Alright, I'm just gonna, since this guy's close, charge over here.
Of course, Eldith rolls a fucking
Go into
19.
rage.
Nice.
And I'm gonna use Reckless Great Weapon.
All right, just let him swing.
With 2 hits.
Both hit.
Or 3.
Because you rolled with advantage with reckless.
Reckless is 6 advantage, so I'm rolling 4
yeah.
times. Even though there's a thing I can probably toggle to fix that, but it's alright.
Okay,
Yep.
that makes sense. I always thought you just like had 4 attacks. I was always like, God damn.
If I crit, I get a third. But 3, I think 3 is the max most people can attack.
9 plus
For
26.
now.
Yeah.
Well,
Alright.
yeah.
Whew. Fucking hell, coming out of the gate 55 damage strong.
Ronix
Oh.
strong. Ah!
Alright. So Bronix just unleashes 2 swings as he immediately goes for blood. I need, let's see. You take 15 fire damage from the flames that are flicking along the heated body of this creature. Alright. From there, there's no reaction on the first. Eldith, seeing what's going on, and immediately tries to shamble over the wall and get into a position to attack. Seeing that you have the first one handled by her perception, she's going to shoot 2 bow attacks at the one to the north. Holy
Nice.
fucking shit, Eldith.
Well, wow.
Oh, she had
Too
advantage.
bad she doesn't have
First one.
advantage on the.
First one,
But-
yeah.
So
Good
she
call.
does 8 damage plus another. Goddamn, this girl's amazing, isn't she? Plus
Yeah,
another
why do you think we
6.
picked her instead of Rom?
I mean, it's not barbarian level damage, but for an NPC, it's fucking good.
Why do you think we pick her instead of Jim Jar?
Oh, hell.
Well, Jim Jar is stronger than her technically, but
Are you sure?
The rolls
she
are not
just she just rolls like a beast.
She's blessed.
All right, so that's her turn,
This is the blessing.
and now we have the
Surely you're not the
salamander.
paladin.
The salamander seeing Bronix going for the other salamander and seeing Eldith unleash a volley towards him. 2 arrows come out and hit him both in the snake-like body, low on the body. It immediately slithers forward. What's its speed? Okay, yeah, it could easily reach. Yeah. So it's going to come over here and it's going to multi-attack. 13 misses, 16 just hits. So he goes in for a spear attack, and Eldith grabs her shield, flicks it up, and parries it down into the ground. And this opens her up for the tail attack, which slithers around and grapples her. She takes a decent amount of damage. Oh shit. She takes 15 damage. She is now grappled and restrained. All right. From there, Barius, you are up.
Yeah. I'm assuming this is a wall which I can't see through, right?
It's a short wall. Think about it's below waist height.
Oh, okay. So it's like a little hurdle that you have to jump over.
Yeah. The columns are about 10 feet tall. The wall near Navarre is about 6 feet tall. She clambered over a broken section.
Scrumble.
Okay. I'm just gonna course fair on both of them. So
Scramble.
level 2. Since I can see them this way, I don't know.
Alright. So level 2. Is this intellect or wisdom?
Oh, wisdom.
Alright, the first one near Eldith fails with 10, and the other one fails with an 8.
Nice.
Hear me. Do I speak their language? I don't know, maybe. I probably don't speak elemental. They look like elementals, so they're probably.
They speak Ignan, so
No,
you
I
do not
probably
speak
don't.
Ignan.
Badly. It's alright. I'll stay around. I'll move like here. Why not?
Alright.
I like it here.
Okay, so Navarre, you're up.
All right. Let's see.
Yes, it is, Gopher. That is your Eldith.
And then, I think I will Chaos Bolt. The one that's closer to us. The more.
Near Eldith.
Yeah. 25.
Hits.
That is an
Nice.
8 and a 6.
Thunder
So
or poison?
I'll do thunder.
All
Thunder
right.
damage.
So you see a shock wave of sound, kind of like a reverberating force push, that you can almost visibly see the air being cracking, like a sonic boom in small section, and it hits it on the chest, and you see the flames burst off of its body for a second. Takes a decent amount of damage. 16.
And then, with my bonus action, I'll toss some iron spikes onto. I'll grab the last 3 of my iron spikes and just toss them like here.
Okay, just like the kind of railroad spikes or whatever the
Yeah,
whatever they are. Yeah.
the spikes that I had, just toss them there.
Okay.
And then,
All right. If you have movement, if you want to move anywhere, but that's about it.
I did move a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, here's fine.
All right. So the salamander attacking Bronix is going to. Yeah, he's just going to focus on the massive barbarian in front of him. Okay, hits you with the spear with the 17. You take 9 piercing damage, reduced to 4, and 1 fire damage. So 5 total on the spear. And then he wraps his tail around you. You are currently grappled and restrained. You take, after reduction, another total of 12 damage. So 17 total damage after everything's done.
Damn.
They didn't help with that.
Yeah, you're currently
That hurts.
wrapped by a fiery creature.
You'll live, probably.
I mean,
It's
starting with,
just
like,
it kind of wraps his tail around your body and lifts you up to it, right up to his face, and just starts snarling at you. You feel the heat of its breath from the fire. All right, Alistair, you're up. Bronix, you're on deck.
Reach out my hand and grab the beast by the tail, and I will cast Bestow Curse upon it. Needs to give me a Wisdom save.
Gotcha.
Needs to beat
Rolls
50.
at 9.
All right, it fails. Since it fails, I choose one of its one ability score, and when it tries to do things against that, it has disadvantage on it. What weapon is it using again?
Spear.
It's using a spear and its tail.
Are spears finesse weapons?
it already has.
I
It
feel like
already
I would
has.
know that.
It already has disadvantage because for attacks because cause fear.
Well,
Mhm.
my Bestow Curse does a lot more than just that, but
Oh, true.
Just
put
post
that
it
in
in
chat.
Yeah, post it in chat real quick.
how do
So,
I post it?
there should be a little.
cast.
There you go.
there you go. Each such a creature must succeed on blah blah. We choose one ability score. When cursed, the target has disadvantage on ability checks and saving throws with that ability score. So you can choose any of its stats.
So
Strength
I'm gonna
would
do
make sense since
strength.
it's grappling. Yeah.
All right, strength.
Yeah.
So it has
Oh,
disadvantage
curse
to
is strength.
strength-based attacks, ability checks, and strength saving throws.
While cursed, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against me, and while cursed, it must make wisdom
Yeah.
save at the beginning of each turns. If it fails, it wastes its action that turn, doing nothing. And then I do
Wow.
bonus damage
Alright.
to it whenever I hit it. And
Enemy targets
that's
creature. Okay.
And you also do extra necrotic damage.
cool. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. And I can't cast another healing word. So,
Yeah.
That's my action. I'll stay where I'm at, and I'll scream to Navarre and Various. Go! Help Bronix! Me and the Las can handle this one!
All right, top of the round. Ronix, you're up.
As he picks me up, I just spit in his fucking eye. And then I'm gonna do more Reckless Great Weapon Masters.
All right, you are currently restrained.
Can't I attack
So let me.
and I'm restrained or no?
You can attack. Your speed is 0.
Yo,
Attack rolls against the creature have advantage, and the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage as well as dexterity saving throws. So basically, you have a straight roll. So the 12 would have been your first one, because you have disadvantage and you have advantage because of reckless. So you negate the disadvantage and just it's the first roll. So if you're doing 2 attacks, these are the 2
So I
rolls
only
that you get.
one, okay.
Yeah. So the first one
Misses and the second-
misses. The second one hits.
a nice
For another
27.
27 damage. Jesus Christ. He's like, I'm restrained. I don't give a flying fuck. All right.
I don't think Bronix needs help.
I need heals, but not help.
All right. So
Exactly, and I have a giant snake in front of me.
you take another 4 fire damage when you hit him. You don't get it for both hits. Just the one that you hit. All right. It is not doing so good with that significant amount of damage 2 turns being put onto him.
He's lucky I didn't hit the first one.
Yeah. Yeah, he is lucky. All right. So the arena is going to activate, and you see. Let me get this blade pops out of the south section. It begins to spin. No one is in range, so no one is a threat. Eldith is currently restrained. Let's see what she can do with disadvantage. She's gonna pull out her axe and begin hacking at the tail that's grabbing onto her. First one hits. Second one hits. Goddamn, she's a beast.
Yeah, that elemental axe, baby. Oh, spoiler, it's good.
Hell yeah.
It was wise to
All
give it to
right.
her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she barely hits with both of these, but she hits. So that's minus a total of 13 damage. She's gonna take, however, 10 fire damage from those hits. Creature, okay, yeah, so you're okay. Yeah, you're okay, Alistair. It only affects the person who's hitting.
Okay.
Alright. The salamander, still gripping onto Eldith,
Wisdom
is
saving
going
throw?
to. Yes, 2 of them. Or one's at the start and one's at the end, right?
Just one at the beginning of its turn, I believe.
Then
For you, he rolled a
And then
nat
it-
1.
Oh,
And
and
then-
then it has to do one for
He
me.
loses his
and
action.
Loses his action. Holy shit.
Well,
That's
yeah,
a good
it's another one for my frightened. He ends his turn because he can't do anything, I guess. And
Damn.
No, it's just at the beginning of its turns.
no, I mean for my one, it's at the
Uh,
end.
Yeah.
A remove curse ends the spell effect. Yeah, no. It's either until the duration is up or a remove curse is activated on it.
Well, or your concentration breaks, right?
Yeah, or my concentration.
Yeah. Alright, so yeah, it's gonna try and save against the fear. Rolls a 10, so it just sits there and with its thumb up its ass. Darius, you're up.
Yeah, oh god. Well, Bronick seems like he's done quite a sizable chunk of damage to this.
Yeah, it ain't looking good.
Yeah, I might try to kill it. Well, I mean, yeah, he did like a buttload of damage. You know, I'll just hold it there. Let's see if I can. Yeah,
Turn it down a
if
little
this
bit.
is
For me,
good,
it's a little
hopefully
loud.
it'll do so good. Yeah, decent.
Toll the Dead. Oof. Okay. Save. It rolled a 13, so it takes full 16 damage. It is looking very rough. All right. Is that your full turn? Yeah.
Yeah, I can't move back here. Don't want to.
All right, Navar, you're up.
Alright. Now it's time to use a twin. Well, almost time to use a twin catapult. I go up here, grab one of the spikes off the ground, and then catapult them in either direction.
Okay.
So twin catapult.
For fresh memory, I think the salamander that's cursed has disadvantage on dex saves, right? Or no, it's
no,
just
I
strength
chose
saves.
strength.
Strength.
Yep.
Yeah, they did strength.
Okay.
I was thinking
so one
Eldritch
that
was gonna
way,
break
one
out.
that way.
Well, I'll just try to
Elders
escape.
is chopping their way out.
Yeah.
All right. So the first one rolled a 10,
Ooh,
and the other one rolled a 14.
So
full damage.
it's like all or nothing. Otherwise, it keeps going until it hits the wall.
All right. Roll for the other catapult.
Come on, game.
Just click it once, so don't click it multiple times. I don't need more than one popping up. I can already tell you the one on the left by Bronix.
I did.
Bron-
There it goes. The other one took 21.
All right. So the one by Bronix, you just see as it's snarling down at Bronix as Bronix snarls back and raises his axe for his next attack coming in a few seconds. You just see a catapult puncture right below its neck, and mid snarl goes, and the snake-like body falls off of Bronix, and then the creature falls back into the pit as it slides down into darkness.
That one was mine, lizard.
Help us get the other.
All right, that one lost its attack, so it's Alistair's.
Okay. How's the one in front of me looking?
Not good.
Okay. I will grab my hammer. I'll twirl around in my hand, drag my other hand across the hole of the hammer, and I will cast a level 2 inflict wounds. My hammer crackles with necrotic damage, and be sad.
You don't have any sort of advantage, do you?
I don't think so.
No.
This attack rolls against you.
No,
I don't
I
think
do
your
not.
curse does anything.
No,
If
it
only
doesn't give me
Bronix
advantage.
was there to assist you.
I know. Oh well.
Unfortunately, you try and get your hammer to touch the spell against the body of the creature, and you are unable to as you slide past and overshoot your swing. All right, top of the round. Bronix, you're up.
Well, with him dead, I'm gonna charge this guy and attack from behind.
All right, yeah. You have advantage because of flank.
Yeah.
Super advantage.
Uh-oh.
Natural.
Ooh. Just go ahead and roll the damage on that.
Oh.
All right. If only you rolled better on your cold damage.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's
Yeah,
not
pretty
good.
If
You
it-
notice that
If the phone
the
rings again, I'll kill it.
Shit, I missed all the other
Oh
ones.
you get one more swing. 'cause
Oh, that's
you're
right, a crit.
attacking.
Ah,
And then
Well, you
Fine.
rolled.
Well, you would have advantage on all your
So-
attacks, so 24, 9,
Okay,
7, 5,
so
9, and 7.
let's see what you did.
yeah. 17
you
hit.
go the last one. All right.
All right. It's not doing good, so whatever your damage you're about to roll is probably going to kill it.
22.
All right. How would you like to do this?
As I run up behind it, I come and I cut its tail off first blow, spraying blood all across the arena. And as it turns,
And over.
I cleave it right underneath the ribs, ripping out open its chest and watching its heart and guts spill out.
All right, yeah. The first attack, you activate your axe, Ready in Fury. You notice it glows blue with cold. It cuts through and almost cracks off the other part of the tail. Blood spurts out. The other parts of the tail, the fire fade, and then eventually freezes as it is a frozen piece of scaly flesh. And then you deliver the killing blow with your second swing after missing your third swing after missing your second swing. All right. That is into combat.
Hold on. Bronix needs himself a trophy. Aw. I was going for teeth.
Well, you got another body in the hole, right? So
Assistant. It's in the hole. We're not getting that one back.
That one fell down.
I'd assist him in
All
trying
right.
to carve it.
You are going to take still some damage from swinging at it.
hit
Who does you-
twice. Yeah.
10 damage.
You take an additional 16 fire damage.
I'm still
Jesus
alive.
Christ.
Yeah. They hurt when they get hit.
Yeah. Freaking salamanders.
Well, they're like fire elementals, I'm assuming. Where if you
Yeah.
hit them, you take damage, basically.
Fire noggins.
Very light fire elementals. All right. Foam Taker sits there and claps his hand against his stump. Well done, well done. The next two bouts are after the midday. We'll see y'all soon. What are you doing?
This is the dating game? Am I in the wrong series?
No, Final Fantasy. The
Oh.
Final Fantasy victory theme.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Bachelor number
With
one.
that survival,
My
did I
question
get
for you is-
anything there, Folden?
Yeah, that's a success.
It is? Okay, good.
Oh.
I'm gonna have
A 14?
Let's add teeth to my
Alright.
trophy.
Yeah, you pull out. The fangs are decently large, almost like viper-like in form. They're probably like 3.5 to 4 inches long. Sizable fangs. And do y'all stay to see the next few bouts, or do y'all
No.
try and go rest?
Yes, we rest.
Probably rest.
What time is it in the day? Do we still have time to?
It's basically midday. These two fights
Oh.
were rather quick.
Yeah, yeah. This one lasted like
I'd just go
12
rest.
seconds. I guess technically.
Yeah, it was 2 rounds.
Yeah. You do see Rangrim, Thraldal, and Tordek all watching you from the stands. Solemn face, just staring.
Tordek isn't a little pissed off.
I wave.
Well, I
guess.
mean, his face is noticeably red for a gray skinned dwarf.
Oh, that could be because I ripped his beard off. But
and wore it to taunt.
I didn't wear it during
Like
his
that.
fight, but I wore it during his
Oh.
fight.
Because if you had, it would be on
Opportunities
fire.
wasted.
No, I'm not gonna waste it. I knew I wouldn't want it just damaged. It's a trophy.
All right.
It was enough to mock him from the stands.
We have a very different definition of trophy.
I'm a bit disappointed. I wanted to fight like a civil-headed monster, like a goat head.
That was just the first round.
Yeah.
I know.
So I guess we could stay and watch the others.
Yeah, I got shit to do.
I don't
Give
have
a quick summary of
fighters.
those.
Yeah, they're quick summaries. So you see, let me pull out my. You see a random party of people. They just look like 5 Duragar. Bronix, you recognize 2 of them. These are 2 miners that you worked alongside of. So Foam Tanker just is kind of like sighing. It's like, welcome the Rock Breakers. They're here to fight. Yay. Not very enthused. And you see as 2 large creatures come out and assault them. They have tentacly face. They have exoskeletons. They're really tall, multiple legged creatures. They have 2 large, jagged claws on each side, like lobster claws. The rounds play out, and the miners are just running around with their war picks like chickens with their heads cut off. You see two of the members quickly get grappled by the creatures as they have two small dwarves in each of their claws, and the last member is sitting there cowering, trying to pick at the leg's feet, doing no damage. Eventually, the animal handlers have to pull the creatures out off of these men, and they're subdued with some sort of spell. They failed quite
Horrible.
spectacularly. These Chul monsters are herded and dragged off after they've been put to sleep of some sort of nature. The next group, you notice 5 cloaked figures, very dark, edgelordian appearance in a way. You
Edgelordians.
notice 3 of them are human. One of them is a small statured character, cloaked. You cannot see his features, very short, about 3 feet tall. And then you see the 4th one, what looks to be like a high elf. From there, they encounter 5 large creatures. They look like carapace insectoidal creatures that are spitting acid at each of the individuals. You notice that multiple of these people have magic items. You notice one of them looks like he's wearing a displacer cloak, and he's easily avoiding blow after blow. Then you start to see the next round as magic starts blasting these creatures across, spattering carapaces and blood and kind of like green blood everywhere. A few seconds go by, and you see fiery wreckage, lightning bolts, all types of magic being thrown about as these creatures are quickly dispersed. None of the characters take any sort of damage.
Damn.
Magic is key. When you have 5 spellcasters, you just lightning bolt.
Yeah.
They were very effective.
That's super effective.
All right. Fucking hell. Boy, what am I doing? So what do y'all do for the rest of the day as the day goes by?
Question. Does
Yes.
the long rest completely restore your health, or do you have to roll anyway?
Long rest
Okay. Well, since we're
does restore your health.
all right, good.
Eldest talks a big game. She's like, "Oh, you see me take on that creature? That thing was huge.
You did
But
well.
I almost split that bastard in 2 like you." She's noticeably sweating. She has some scorch marks on her armor. Nothing too serious.
Yeah, actually really dealt quite the blow.
Yeah. This thing's. Oh man, I'd love to put this thing in action.
Oh, you're
Anyway,
welcome.
y'all ready
Anytime
for
you
the next
visit.
fight?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do some scribing and stuff. I'm just gonna make a level 1 scroll of shield for someone who wants a shield. Scroll.
What does it even do?
That gives you +5 AC for a round
Just one round.
as a reaction.
It's on reaction. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need that. Maybe someone with
Listen,
full
Nah,
health.
I'll give
block
it.
magic missile.
Technically, Bronix would be incapable of using it.
Yeah, you have to at least be able to cast a
True.
spell.
Oh, there you go.
Wait, who can any cast shield? Can you cast shield, Alistair? I think you can. It's
I
like
can
a
use
basic spell.
spells. So,
Yeah. Can you?
yeah. To use a scroll, you have to be able to cast at least 1 spell, I think.
Yeah.
Can you use scrolls from other?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a scroll.
Yes, you can.
Okay, then
I just
I'll give
can't
it to.
copy it.
I'll give you a spell scroll of shield. So whenever
Oh.
you're about to get hit, you can just
Well,
activate
thank
it
you.
whenever you want. It will just.
You
fizz
realize
up.
that he has like a
He has like a what?
a
My
19
AC 19.
AC.
Well, you know what? Now he'll have a 24 AC. You know. So
In emergencies.
yeah,
Just let me
emergency.
put on my what's that spell called? The Shield of Faith. Give me a 26 AC.
Yes.
Yeah. You'll be alright.
Temporarily, mind you.
Hey, that's fine.
And watch. which our DM here roll a 27.
You know what? You know what? Actually, it makes more sense if I carry it. You know what? Actually, yeah, you carry it. I'm fine. I got
You can
spells.
take it.
Yeah, because I can use it as a reaction. It doesn't consume a spell slot, so I guess so.
I'm fine with you having it. That's one less spell I have to use to heal.
Yeah, I don't know though. I don't really use it for one spell slot. Yeah.
You'll be glad when you need it.
Right.
Oh, it's not-
Various
yeah,
for those
sure.
potions you mixed. I'm just gonna tell you so I don't forget.
Okay, just
Uh,
whisper. I
the
guess.
first two, both potions work normally, so it basically becomes a greater healing potion for both of those.
Okay.
44 plus 4.
Okay.
And then the second one, both work, but their numerical effects and duration are half. So it's basically just a regular potion of healing again.
Oh, so I have 2 that are double and 2 that are regular.
Well, basically, you mix the two potions, the first two potions together, and they become a greater healing potion. So if you just want to
Yeah.
mark down 2 greater healing potions and then just another potion of healing, it's just
Okay, that makes
yeah.
sense, Joe. Okay, sweet. Great healing potion.
So you mixed 6 healing potions total, and you
Yeah.
came out with 2 greater healings and 1 regular healing potion. That's it.
I'm happy with that. You know, I'm happy. My experiments have been a success.
All right. So the next day rolls around. You see Foam Tankard introduces you, and this time you are fighting first. And you're in the first round.
Ooh.
Hooray!
So take y'all's positions around the area. I'm gonna set up some
Death.
things that are gonna be different.
Okay.
The pit still there?
The pit is not there.
Okay.
I forgot to set all this stuff up, so
That's fine.
Oh boy.
Oh boy,
Spikes
oh
at the
boy,
bottom
oh
of it, and it'll become a hazard.
It's not a hazard, that's a fucking death sentence.
all right. Everyone
Fall
roll
damage plus
initiative real
spike
quick.
damage. Click your token, Bronix.
Yeah, I got it this time.
Hey, look at
Yeah,
that.
strong
15,
5.
that's a good one.
Strong 5. Woo.
That's not great, but it's not bad. I've had worse. I had worse.
All right, everyone in except for Eldith. Let me get Eldith in here. Where are you?
Even
If anyone
without
can beat me
heavy armor,
on
I still
initiative,
roll
it's
like I have
Zelda.
heavy armor.
Well, heavy armor doesn't give you like disadvantage on initiative.
No. It used to.
You don't have heavy armor anymore. You have me.
I know. I said even without it, I still roll like it.
All right. So top of the round, we have Darius. Okay.
Right, I'll add a shield scroll to my inventory since I guess you don't want it. Since you got 19 fucking AC.
I mean, I'm not against having it, but should the time ever come,
You
to
don't
hit
have
you,
the spell available, so I feel like if you have it, it would kind of be cool. So you can take it.
I mean, it can definitely come in handy. Chance of me being hit are a lot more likely than yours.
All right.
Exactly.
I'm gonna put
Take
on
it.
some
Should
music.
something hit you, you usually end up getting hit.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I have the shield spell, so I can just use it whenever I want. I'm
No,
not using
not
my
that
reaction.
one. Not
Then you
that
use a
one.
spell.
Yeah, I don't use my reaction
Let's
so much.
go.
Fine.
So my
Well,
reactions can go for my shield.
Actually, yeah, I use my reactions for other stuff now on level 6, so I won't have my reaction to use for shield, so it's fine. So I literally wouldn't even be able to use it.
All right. So the first round, Darius.
Yeah.
You don't see anything. You don't notice anything. What do you do?
Did something open up? Did a gate open up?
Nope.
The gate opened up, but nothing came out.
The
Just
top
yet.
gate, right? Thing came out. Okay, can I see, like, do I hear or see sand shift in any way? Because I might cast something that is kind of no good.
The arena is still. You just hear people whispering in the stands. They're just, where is everything? What's going on? Just random languages.
Do I want to wait? You know what? I'm not. I could cast the invisibility. I'd prepare it in case we fought something that was invisible.
You cast the invisibility.
Yeah, I'll do it on myself. Cause
He's casting
Okay.
invisibility, I think, right?
see
No,
invisibility.
see invisibility.
They
So
park it
you
out.
look
Yeah.
around. You see nothing in the arena. You do see some invisible Duergar on the stands, but the arena is clear. There's no invisible creatures that you could tell.
I tell everyone, I'm just like, whatever this thing is, it's not invisible. I'd keep an eye out on the ground. I think it might be tunneling on the ground, maybe. So that's my action. This thing.
Do you have
What
any
can
bonus
you-
action or anything?
Not that I know. As a wizard, it's not
Alright.
much.
The arena action is
Let
not
me
at the
actually
first.
cast it. So what does it do? Action self. 1 hour. Yeah. Oh, I can see into the ethereal plane. Aha.
Nothing in the ethereal plane coming out either.
Phew.
All
That
right,
would have been
Navarre.
very scary.
You see Barrius spinning around, scanning with his invisibility. You see him grab a pinch of powder out of his thing, and some powdered silver. He wipes it together, and then pushes it across his face, trying to see around it through the magic of what he's doing. Nothing. So what do you do?
I'm going to use my wind wall scroll.
Okay. Put that up if you have it.
I mean, I don't have like the spell or anything.
You can just look on Roll20. I'm pretty sure Wind Wall is there.
What to do?
Yeah.
Let's see.
Wind Wall.
All right. You can choose a point, make a wall 50 feet long, 15 feet high, 1 foot
There you go.
thick.
Cool.
Where do you put this wall?
I temporarily put it in my spells, so you can see
Okay.
it. There you go.
If you could turn up the grid visibility real quick.
Yeah, I can do that.
Ooh. Oh, it's concentration. It's evocation. That's cool.
You can shape it in any way you want, as long as it's
Alright.
connected. That's cool.
50 foot long and 15 feet high. Yeah, 1 foot thick. You can just surround yourself.
Allies, can
surround
allies
a
walk
lot of
through
So
that?
let's see here.
No.
If he was evocation wizard, he could make everyone into the effects, but
He's not.
sadly,
Yeah.
yeah.
So just gonna
However,
one.
just let me know what you're doing.
Well, if you hold down the ruler, you can do it like this and stuff. So,
Well, it has to be a straight line.
I swear it can be a circle.
No,
It
it says
be
you
a
can
circle.
shape
I
it
can
however
freehand
you
it.
want, as long as it's connected.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna it's like
I'm thinking of a different spell.
I'll just make like fucking make it like yeah.
I don't know.
Freehand. Just gonna
Oh, what the
yeah.
fuck was that? Oh. Oh,
There's the
okay. You're
wind wall.
placing it. You're placing it
Oh.
around the entrance. Okay.
Yep. There's
Wait,
the wind
alright.
wall.
Oh, that's
now we just
exactly
get to
There you go.
That works for me. That
Now we get to
so
wait.
I thought it was Barrius doing it at first. I was like, what the fuck is that?
So
No,
yeah,
I
you
didn't
see
get it.
Navarre pull up a decently long scroll, and he's actually speaking in Draconic. Most of y'all do not know. I think none of y'all know what Draconic says. It sounds like
I do.
you hear Navarre going off on the, and all of a sudden you see a gust of wind, just like it looks almost like a blade, but it's 1 foot thick at the bottom and it tapers up, and it's around this the entrance, trying to guard away from anything. The people in the stands are kind of taken aback and just like, oh shit, and they're like, ooh. That's your action? Any bonus action? Why is the music not going?
I'm going, ooh, that's a cool spell.
Mhm.
Yeah.
All right.
It's pretty useful. 3d8 bludgeoning damage on a failed save.
Mhm.
All right, Bronix, your turn. Nothing has happened.
I'm going to try to do a perception check based on scent.
Okay. Go ahead and roll a smell check. You smell
If-
some of the
blood.
leftover blood and fire from the previous battles.
I was gonna
you
say, you
smell
could
the
take
scent of
some
Ankeg
alcohol.
blood. And that's about it.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ready it in action in case something attacks me.
All right. Okay.
An attack of me. Ready?
Eldith is just looking around. She sees you ready her action, and ready her action, and she moves to your back and does the same. She's like, where the fuck are these things?
Don't know. Keep an eye open.
All right, I got your back.
Back to
Okay.
back. Badass
This is
stance.
a smart idea from Elvis.
Oh, she's fucking smart. So, you all begin to hear a rumble. It sounds like crack, stone being shifting, and you see this creature, which was once a stone, now shifts into form.
Ah.
All right then.
It looks over to y'all, and it's going to animate Boulder. Okay, so over here on the opposite side near Navarre, you see the wall begin to form together in like a mold as another one begins to shift into form. And then another one, near Bronix, you see the spiked pillar with the torch right next to you, as you see arms sprout out of the sides, and then eventually a long, thinner than the others. The other ones were more boulder-esque. The one on your near Navarre is blocky in shape. This one is also blocky, but it's a long, tall form, and it also shifts into shape right next to you. The torch sticking out of its back.
That's funny.
All right. Delete that. Nope. Maybe. I'll move that so I can delete the. That. There we go. It's got like a bloody spike on its body and a torch sticking out of its back. That is its turn.
That's great.
And then right next to you, so you're gonna get an opportunity attack since something just formed.
Oh, this one.
Is this a separate one that wasn't
This is
animated?
This was a separate one that wasn't animated.
Okay.
It uses its false appearance as a boulder to form in front of you.
Oh, I couldn't see through
20,
its false appearance.
22 hits. You hit it, it takes that much damage.
The saddest damage a Bronix can do.
Now is
Well, that's a normal damage.
Yeah, he didn't roll it with great weapon. He doesn't get plus 10.
Like I said, the saddest damage he can do.
Yeah, he's still good damage.
Hey.
It's fucking crazy.
It's still more than most people do.
Right.
Alright.
True that.
Okay. After you sink your blade into its shoulder, it just makes no noise. You just hear the rock continue to shift and crumble as it then turns and animates two more boulders. It animates the one over here to the Navarre's east. And then one comes out of the wall, also over here by Navarre. You just see a big chunk of the wall crumble out onto the ground, and then it stands up. All right,
What a cool
Alistair.
creature. What is the range on this? Okay, that's plenty. Okay. I guess I step up over here by the wall, and I will cast a guiding bolts at the one that Bronix just chopped.
Okay. Ooh, that hits. 11 radiant damage. All right.
Nice.
Next person to attack it
Oh
gets
fuck,
advantage.
there's a lot.
All right.
Yeah.
Succeeds its con save.
It literally came out of the walls.
Literally. All right. Top of the round. Darius, you are up. You see 6 boulder-like creatures of various shapes and sizes as they enclose around you.
Yeah, can I do it? And I don't know. I just want to do a free intelligence check to see that, because I'm assuming out of character. I don't know if my character, but I'm assuming it's some sort of innate magic. And if we kill the original one, the ones that it animates will disappear, like a concentration spell sort of thing. Which is what I'm thinking of.
You may not know that, but I'll give you a chance at
I'm thinking.
you can use your
I'm
bonus
thinking
action to think, if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I'm thinking logically that. I'm just gonna tell. I'm gonna tell Bronix to punch the. Well, you can't see that. To just punch
make
this
your
guy
make
over
your
here.
check real quick. Make your intelligence check.
Sure, I'll. By the way, yeah, never mind.
Yeah, you gather that the original may have some control over these animated forms. They
at
all
least
look very
it will
similar.
control. Yeah. Well, I'm assuming it gives control. Like it tells them commands, right? So without it, they won't think. Like in an
Yeah,
organized group.
you gather there's some sort of tie.
Yeah, they're like the leader. So if we kill them, maybe it disorientates them. Okay. I actually don't know. This could be total garbage. So okay. Anyway, how can you draw a 40-foot cube for me? Because I don't know how that works. A 40-foot cube is pretty big, and
What are you doing?
I'm gonna cast slow, but I need to see a 40-foot cube. It's pretty big.
It'll affect your allies.
Oh,
I think I can
everything.
choose which one it affects. That's why I was reading the description.
We'll
I get
post
to-
it real quick just so we can confirm that.
Sure. Spells.
If someone draws me a 40-foot cube, I can write it.
It says you alter time around up to 6 creatures of your choice. Yeah, so I can.
Your
choose.
choice, yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Someone
So-
give me a side of 40 feet.
I can
I'm
draw.
drawing.
I can draw.
I'm drawing. I got a box already, so.
Okay. That's 40 foot there. And how many
Alright,
squares?
how many squares is that?
5, 6, 7, 8,
Eight.
9.
8
Eight.
squares.
Well, yeah, it would be 8 squares. All right, I have a box.
6.
I have a box drawn, so
There you go.
I can move this box around.
Oh,
Technically, your box
nine.
would be a little bit bigger.
Let's see. Hey,
Or-
look, they're
no,
exactly the same.
never mind.
Okay. Well, I place it here then, and I affect these 4, since
Alright, I guess
that
get rid
does
of the blue
encompass
one.
the 2 originals, and all of them
Here,
as
can you
units.
delete yours? I wanted the small box that you can't really see.
Yeah, that was just for me to measure it. Because once I cast a spell, it goes away. It's just the, So move it 5 foot to the
Okay,
left, and
so-
then I cast it. Yeah, I
That's
cast
just the
9
range of it.
How many saves do I need?
for these guys. There are 4 wisdom saves, so
All right, so that one fails. That one fails. They don't have any traits that affect this, so I think they're all gonna fail. Wait, hold on. Okay, yeah. Slow is not an effect that things could be really immune to. That one fails.
sadly. Well, it's good for me at least.
That one fails. They all rolled 4s. Every
Wow.
single one of them rolled 4s. That is
That's a pretty
insane.
crazy spell.
Well,
A
they're all
drop
twins,
of
right? Aren't they? So wouldn't they all roll the same? They're all twins, so.
Drop of molasses
All right. So
for flavor.
If they, it.
I got snails. I got snails for this.
Oh yeah, the snails! I could finally use the snail icon.
I could finally use the snails.
See, I did it all for you, Thornton, so you can enjoy some snails.
Is this thing a person?
Yeah,
That is a Grimlock slave.
Okay. Anyway, so the
That's
effects for
awesome.
anyone that doesn't know, it's -2 to AC and dexterity saving throws. They can't use reactions, and on its turn, it can either use an action or a bonus action, not both. And regardless of the magic items, they can only make all abilities. They can only make one melee or range attack, and if they cast a spell, I have to roll a d20. If I get 11 or higher, they have to spend 2 turns casting it, basically. So.
Interesting ability.
Dude.
All right. So
Don't
let
be
me see
killing
what the
everything so
speed
quick.
is.
We ain't killed nothing yet. So.
Speed is hard.
Yeah, I'm looking at their speed. Okay.
Well, they're
All
wrong.
right. Okay. So that's your turn.
And I guess I moved down. And I'm like,
All right. The arena has an action which you see a bout of flame spread from the wall.
Hi.
But
Wind wall stops
the
it.
wind wall gives you advantage on your saving throw.
Hey.
Yeah,
So-
That was terrifying.
Yeah. It's kind of
so-
curving around the wall. It's
No,
pushing half the flames out of the
wall
way.
is going straight. The wind is going straight up.
Yeah, I know.
So it's literally pushing the fire straight up, so it's missing.
Don't argue with the DM. I already passed the check.
Yeah. No more GM arguing with, please. It's your turn, Navar.
But
Especially when I
that's
save.
how the spell would work.
I
DM
don't
says no.
care. The rules are DM's domain. You already know this.
I don't fucking care. Fucking go by the spell, goddammit.
He's the DM. It's his choice.
he saved against it, so it doesn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's your turn.
I'll move like here, and I'll cast bolt. Which it, that guy.
All right. Go ahead and roll for attack.
22,
That clearly hits.
and I got psychic or force. I'll do force damage.
Okay. All right. Roll a save.
Which one was that again?
The one down here.
Okay.
Okay. How much damage? He's taken 11 already. That's another 15.
Sad.
Did he take
All
damage
right.
already?
This one I did, I think.
Well, they
Did
No,
it?
no, what's
just...
taking damage is this one right here.
Yeah, none of them has gotten hit or anything.
Yeah.
I think that was the one.
Was I
that-
hit
Someone
the
did damage to
guy in
something.
gold, Bronix
Yeah, with
hit
opportunity
this one
attack
with-
because he held
yeah.
his action. Remember?
Yeah.
And a guy appeared next to him. So
Because they didn't appear
Oh,
until
guiding bolt
before
did that
night.
one. I have it written on the wrong one. I apologize.
Okay.
I'm writing my numbers down wrong. Okay, so 15 damage. Let's see. He was the one that summoned second, right?
Hmm?
All right. You see
I
these
think he summoned
two.
first.
Oh, you're right. He's the one who summoned first.
This was
Yeah.
first.
Then I think these two are going to crumble.
Crumbly bits.
Oh, he crumbled.
Awesome.
He lost concentration.
Oh,
Not,
crap. Oh, it's completely different
So
than what I
you
thought.
see like a pillar fall down sideways as it loses its shape, and then this wall falls apart and crumbles. You have a rubble pile on both of these creatures.
A slow.
They,
pile.
slow pile of crumbles.
really slowly.
are they not weak to force?
No.
Dang. Okay. And yeah, that's it.
All right. Bronix, are you back?
Yes. Let's see. Here we go. Rage. Reckless Great Weapon on the one next to me.
All right.
Fuck. 16 hit.
16 hits.
30 damage.
Nice.
All right, that one's taking some hits. Okay, that's gonna be a save for that one. Wow, fails.
I thought these worked completely differently. I thought they stayed like forever, so I'm completely wrong.
You
Don't
thought
listen to
what?
me. I thought they stayed forever and we had to kill them for it to do anything, but apparently it's just
It's kind of like an innate magic.
yeah.
Let's say
It's
technically
interesting
you
though.
said.
It's interesting, at least.
Mhm.
All right. I did not expect that to happen. So, you hit with your attack. It takes a significant. You hear what sounds like crumbling rock, even though no rock is falling off of it. It's almost like a scream. Eldith is up. Seeing this happen, she's gonna continue to defend from your back, but she's gonna shoot 2 arrows over at the one down here. All right. The 14 hits due to the slow effect, but takes half damage.
But you
All right. 8 misses. All right. And this one down here, when does it get to save against your thing? Does it?
I don't think it does. I think it's just affected by it until the duration ends for a minute.
Can't
An
find
affected target.
at the end of its turn.
At the end of its
yeah,
turn.
At the end, okay. There you
All right. I doubt it's going to make a freaking 16 or whatever. It's going to begin to roll towards you, seeing that you're the originator of the spell.
Roll.
Yeah.
It's
It
rocks
crumbles.
and rolls.
Yeah.
go.
You see the boulder begin to form into like a ball and roll towards you, and it's going to. Can it do that?
I wonder if it
No. So you're lucky it's got its speed halved, but it rolls out of its shape and then hits you with the slam attack. The 17 hits.
Yes, it does. Yeah, it does actually. I can shield it though. I don't want to get hit by this thing. I'll shield it.
All right, so you cast your shield. What's your AC? Like 13 plus
it'd
5?
be
So
20 now. Because I got 15 AC now, so it'd be 20 with shield.
15 AC. I don't remember it going that high with the
Yeah, with the I got +1 dex and it's a +1 chainmail, so
14.
yeah, so +1, so it'd be 15.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, you narrowly dodged 13 bludgeoning damage.
Oof, that's a lot of my health.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to get that slow off.
You mean a chain shirt?
Yes.
Elven chain, yeah.
Elven chain.
Okay. I was gonna say chainmail is heavy armor.
Yes.
Oh, no.
Just chainmail. Even a
Technically,
chainmail shirt
he
is heavy.
can't wear armor, but he's got Elven chain, which allows him to be able to
Okay.
wear armor.
I'm gonna be like, if you've been walking around in chain, I die.
Yeah, it's a 13 AC +1, so. All right. This one is going to push forward and gonna hit Various from behind.
I will use my. Oh wait, I have my shield up though, so.
Yeah, but it rolled a nat 20.
Oh, alright, never mind then.
It rolled a natural 1 and a natural 20, but it has advantage because it's flanking you.
Oh, that's right. Oh, good damn.
The flank.
So you take
Flank.
20 bludgeoning damage.
Oof.
It rolled a
Ouchie.
10 and a 10.
Well,
Or
I
2d6.
yeah, I deserve it. I dicked them over. So
Con save. Do a con
Yeah, I
save.
need to do my con save. Jesus, so it's like con.
So it's still 20, or it's still a 10 con save.
No, that
Slow fades.
Slow fade. Yeah. Oh well. It's nice on bastard.
Rip.
It's alright. I'll see the snail icons one day again. Just everybody keeps
still on
killing
stage.
everything. I can't use any spells because everyone kills everything so quick. So it's my one chance. What's that? Nat 20. Fuck.
Yeah, natural 1 and natural 20. Fucking advantage with flanking.
I totally forgot that was a thing.
It's like chess, man.
I
Put
know
one
it.
in position for the other one to flank.
I know it was my folly. I should have positioned myself. Didn't expect them to. Flank.
You literally put yourself just within its
I
slant
know,
range of 15
I know.
feet. That's what's crazy. So it worked out.
I didn't want to go on the fire because that thing's just gonna fucking blow up. So I'm going up here. Oh well.
Alistair, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to go over here and hurl my hammer.
At the one right next to Barrius?
Yeah,
That misses.
yeah, I do. And then I'll give a healing word to Barrius.
Alright. Go ahead and cast that.
Yeah, I am definitely bloodied right now. Yeah.
Oof.
So
That's not a lot of help
10.
to me, so I appreciate it.
Hey, you got
That's
half
better
the
than my
damage
health.
you took, so.
I mean, he healed me for a third of my health, so that just gives you an idea.
Top of the round, Barrius.
Yeah, it's. Oh, but they don't. Oh, they have the reactions back now. My slow is over. Oh my god. What can I do? What bullshit can I do? I will. Interestingly, cast hypnotic gaze on the one on the bottom left. Oh wait, no, I
Okay.
can't. It doesn't. It doesn't. The thing I'm thinking of won't. What? Never mind. I'm not gonna do that. Suggest. I'm just gonna cause fear both of them. Give me 2 wisdom saves.
Okay. Yeah, an 8
Second.
and an 8.
Okay. Well, they both failed. I feared. Let me. Cast it.
If only they had advantage, they would have been.
There you go.
Well, actually, one of them wouldn't have been fine.
Okay, it's another second level.
Oh, it's construct? No, these are elementals, I think. Yeah, I think these are elementals, so that they're still affected.
Okay. Yeah. And yeah, that's all I can really do. I'm gonna end my turn like that.
Yeah, if you had cast that on the animated ones, they wouldn't count as constructs.
Oh, they would have counted a construct.
Yeah, these count as constructs, the animated ones.
That's quite interesting.
Yeah, because they can't be charmed or frightened. The other ones can't be charmed or frightened, but these can.
Interesting.
Yeah, you're lucky.
I'm
Alright.
just winging it. I don't know these.
The arena action. This fire fades from the wind wall, and then you see the blades over here sink out from the walls. Over there. All right, Namar, you're up.
Alright. So. I think I will. Twin. Another catapult. This time using my last spike and a torch. Because I assume they're earthen creatures. Fucking alchemist fire and acid is not gonna do much. So I just send a torch and a spike.
All right, deck saves.
That's probably gonna be the torch.
This one don't make it.
All right, well they both do.
This one don't make it.
You know what? I will empower it a little bit because because I got two. Two is on one of them.
All right, which one are you empowering?
The first one. Reroll
All
those
right.
twos. That's even worse.
Ooh.
Fuck.
Okay, so it went
I
from
can't
the 10
empower a
damage
second time.
and 12 damage. All right, let me check that one's health.
Yeah, the
Golden
first one was the
wailing on that.
torch.
Fuck, I just put it on the wrong one. No, I didn't. The one by Bronix is looking somewhat damaged. You see bits of rock flying off of its body as it's being impacted by different things. Bronix, you're up.
Alright. Reckless great weapons. Good.
Yo.
The first one hits, the second one does not.
Only one hit.
Dang.
Alright, 25 damage. You shink off its arm, one of its arms. It is looking really messed up. Alright. That's 25 damage. Okay. Alright, Eldith sees it right there. She's taking your lead, and she's going to pull out her axe and try and slash at it. She has advantage because of you. So she hits with her first one and just hits it in the head. You see that small rock face divide as the head part of it just cleaves off into 2 stones and the rest of the body crumbles. She then swings around and goes around Barius to kind of shield him, interposing her shield in between him and the rock creature with her left arm, but swings the battle axe in and hits it for 9 slashing damage, which isn't halved because it's a magical axe. All right, so this one near Bronix is down. Eldith gets a kill. All right.
Yeah, go Eldith. I'm just there like, thank you, praise the Lord. We're getting smushed between these things.
All right, that was just enough damage too.
Nice.
Okay. This one, let's see here. This one went down, so it doesn't have a turn. This one's gonna shift its attention to Eldith since she just attacked him. Hits with a 20, knocking the shield into her Eldith's body and hitting her against the small half wall right there. Eldith takes a significant 15 bludgeoning damage. It's almost half of Eldith's health.
That's half of my health too. I feel the pain.
All right, Alistair, you're up.
Okay.
You just saw Eldith take a pretty decent blow.
Yeah, I don't care for that. I'm gonna run up to it and try again. Let's see where my spell. Inflict wounds.
That hits.
Hey.
Not hot. Oh my god, the ones, please.
Well, you got a 9.
Yeah, it's a
like
9 and a
average.
1. It's not the.
It's a level 3 spell.
Oh, you cast that at level 3.
Oh, 21 damage.
Well, yeah, that is
21
really
damage ain't
low
half
for
bad.
21 for level 3. Oh man.
You see necrotic damage infuse into the body of the Galabdur.
Galabdur!
Yep.
Oh no, we're fighting Galabdurs!
I have no idea what the fuck you're. What?
Oh no, there was like in the Unexpectables, there was a moment where the bard befriends a Galabdur and names him Dwayne.
Anyway,
The rock.
you see bits of rock begin to crumble off and turn into dust. Top of the round, Barius, you were up.
Yeah. Well, man, this thing's so frightened, so I feel kind of comfortable being here, especially as I do have some tricks up my sleeve if it attacks me. I will just toll the dead it.
Oh, I need to
nice and simple.
save against your.
Oh, yeah, that's true. It did end.
It failed its save, so.
Okay, well, we have to roll another one.
Okay, one more. Rolled an 11.
Oh necrotic damage seemed to work, so I'm copying Alistair's.
You see more stone crumble off. You see one of its arms begin to fade into dust as it just slowly disintegrates. All right. 17 damage. All right. It is looking pretty beat up. Arena action. The blades begin to slink in slowly. And then a large blast of fire comes from the very front.
Knew it.
Or, sorry, not
of
front,
what?
right there.
Middle.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
let's
Wind wall
see.
won't protect me against this.
Everything within 10 feet needs to make a dex save.
Oh, wow, that's me.
That's basically all of y'all.
All of us but Eldith.
Oh god,
But,
literally everyone. Oh god. Fire.
Reaction.
Oh yeah, you got a shield. Yeah, unlucky.
Yeah, you get to negate it.
Even I have to take one
That's
at
terrible.
that distance?
Even you.
Yeah.
It's 10.
You need
It's
to.
10 feet. Yeah.
It's a big.
It's like a miniature fireball.
You're gonna hit
Let's
more by the
see.
force than the.
Everyone but Barius succeeds on the save. So Barius, you take 10 fire
Damn it.
damage reduced by half. So you take
Yeah.
5 fire damage. Everyone who succeeds takes half as well. So
And then
everyone basically takes 5
Alistair
fire damage.
Negates it. Yay!
Why would he negate it?
Shield
Yeah, it's a
Master.
Yeah.
I thought that was only if you. Oh, it's dex saves that you succeed against.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Magical
I can use
effects?
my reaction for it.
Yeah.
Is that
Any
only from
dex
magical effects? Or
No, it's
That's
any
anything.
damage he takes, he can reduce it to. He only gets the bonus of the shield AC on single target dex stuff. But
Yeah.
the reaction is just on anything that's a dex save.
Just
Anything
if you're
requires dex
subjected
save.
to an effect that allows you to make a dex save to take only
Okay.
half damage.
So yeah, you see it coming and you put your shield up behind you.
Did you do that for the first one?
I didn't need to.
Okay.
Yeah, because he succeeded. Navarre, you're up.
Okay. I was kind of like annoyed because the wind wall would have just completely blocked it, rather than him having to even make the save.
Well, you got to remember it's a 1 foot thick wall, so the flame is
Yeah, but
10 feet wide.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it kind of
Yeah,
curled
it-
around.
Yeah, you blocked some of it. That's what gave him advantage on the
Okay.
save.
I did not know the flame was 10 feet wide. Okay.
It's like a flamethrower.
I am no longer salty. All right. Fucking. Why did I go there? I wanted to go there. So it could be like 2, with something.
Send this back real quick.
I think I'll just chaos
map
bolt it again.
layer.
Oh, that's a 1.
Oof. Yeah, it just nothing happens.
I go to do it. Ah, god damn it. All right.
All right, Bronix. Unless you have a bonus action.
Bruni?
Ronix.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's your turn.
He was asking if you had a bonus action. Alright. And I'm gonna move over here.
Well, I do, but I don't need to use it.
And he's not facing me, so I have advantage already, right?
You would have to get.
Flanking.
You'd have to be able to be in the position where that thing is. It's facing Eldith right
Oh,
now.
Okay, never mind. Then reckless great weapon.
Hmm?
Nope.
Wait, what?
No hit.
He's
He's
flanking
asking
flanking
where-
with Alistair.
He's flanking with
It's
me.
based off of facing.
Face,
Remember the
yeah.
modified
He's
flanking
looking at,
rules?
what's her name?
Oh, I didn't realize it was facing.
None of those hit.
Yeah.
right?
It's like who he last attacked is who he's facing.
The 15 does not hit it narrowly.
Nearly misses.
It's literally just being able to hit it from behind.
Yeah. Here, I'll show you all the rules real quick for flanking. If it'll let me.
I just needed to have it. I knew I had to have him facing.
There's
away
the
from
there's
me.
the image.
Yeah, I didn't realize that it was just like
The reason it's like that is because in the modified house flanking rules, more people can flank on a target, so that's why it's based off
Yeah.
of facing.
Okay.
True.
And I miss. So.
It's if you use house flanking rules in your advantage, it's much better.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have hit
True.
anyway,
Alright.
even with flanking, because
Yeah, even with it, yeah. Eldith is just gonna fucking lay into this dude with her axe.
Do it. Fuck.
that
Ooh.
one.
She has advantage because of Bronix, but she just can't hit it. She's just glinting her axe off a rock, and you hear pangs of metal. The Galabdor is going to
Poor
just.
Galabdur.
Oh.
You did it the wrong one.
Who does he see as the biggest threat right now?
I'm the
Yeah,
last
he's
person.
just gonna hit Eldith again. Misses. Rolled a 12. He didn't have multi-tech, so y'all are good to go. Alistair, you're up.
It sucks that we're fighting a Galabdur because they're generally.
Not have
peaceful.
advantage with that, or
But say, did you get
Running.
advantage for it?
No.
uh,
Melee spell
No.
attacks don't count as melee weapon attacks.
Okay.
Bronix's attacks are for melee weapon attacks, if I'm not mistaken, right? Bronix,
Correct.
hit your
You're absolutely
hit your
right.
toggle.
Melee attacks on.
Technically still with my.
Well, is it
Okay.
melee weapon or melee spell? Because that makes a difference.
is it melee attacks or melee weapon attack? Yeah.
If it's a melee attack, that's a melee spell attack. That would count for advantage.
Yeah.
If it doesn't.
Is it just melee or does it specify?
This is melee attack
Spell or what?
rolls.
Okay,
What do I
so
hit?
Then
Oh,
that would
yeah.
count.
What do I
So
hit?
you'd have advantage.
go ahead and.
That is nice to know.
Hey.
Yeah, melee attack rolls. Okay.
Cool.
And it doesn't.
Oh,
That's
there's-
not-
You try it. You try
Top of the
it.
round, Various. This has actually been the longest fight of the tournament.
God.
Yeah.
It's
Everyone's just
like-
kill it.
It would have been really long if y'all didn't freaking cancel their concentration. Damn it!
Right.
Well, they cancelled mine, so it's even, okay?
I think
Well,
your
yeah.
biggest issue is letting us know which one.
Well, I mean,
Well, they had to show themselves
had
first,
to.
so-
They had to. Yeah,
They had to get
basically.
Yeah,
Before
you
they
could have
could
been
do anything.
flavorful for them all to appear together.
Yeah, I probably could have done that. Various, you're up.
up. Oh
Yeah.
fuck.
Exactly.
Well, none of these do damage. None of those do damage. How injured does this guy look? I feel like he looks more.
He's
healthy
looking
than
like
he should
Bronix
be.
could chop him up pretty easily, but that's about it.
If I could hit him.
Missing a couple arms.
I do a wisdom save to see if he's
Or
still
something.
frightened or not.
Oh, oh yeah, that's right.
Oh wait, no,
His turn.
that I cast it after I broke my thing. Yeah, so
17, he succeeds. He's no longer feared.
Okay, that's good. I'm gonna hit hypnotic gaze
Finally.
him
They have a +1 to wisdom, and they've been wars and 30s and 2s on their wisdom.
then.
It's
Well, I'm
like,
hypnotic gazing him.
what does this do?
He has
Is
to do a wisdom save.
paralysis,
Or...
or-
No, he's just trying. It's the charm thing, or enchantment stuff. The charm. So unless he's immune to charm.
the effect is incapacitation, right?
He is incapacitated and can't move. so,
Invisibly
yeah.
dazed.
The charmed creature's speed drops to 0, so it's a charmed thing. But if he is
Okay.
invulnerable to incapacitation, it does not work, I assume.
Well, he's not. I was double checking. He rolled a 9 on his wisdom save.
Alright, so he is incapacitated and his speed drops to 0
Free
until
shots.
the end of my next turn. So
All right. Arena, the fire fades. And where's the other
Thanks.
thing? GM, there we go. The blades fling up again from over here. All right, Navarre, you're up.
I'm going to.
You have a visibly incapacitated Galabdur.
Perfect. Poor Galabdur. So, you know, I'll move there instead. What shall I hit him with? I have many things.
There's incapacitated for y'all.
Incapacitated. Can't take actions or reactions. And, like, do they automatically fail?
No, they
dex
just
saves?
can't do anything.
No.
No.
Yeah, that's unconscious or. Yeah.
I think you're thinking of paralyzed.
Yeah.
Or
Paralyzed is
some-
pretty nasty, but he's immune
Yeah.
to paralysis, so.
He's a rock.
You can't
Yeah.
paralyze a rock? Come on.
Yeah, where's the realism?
I'm going to. Oh, I just gotta.
I mean, technically, how can you incapacitate a rock also?
Well, I'm
Swings,
hypnotizing him with my amazing, beautiful eyes.
How do you hypnotize a rock?
and...
You ask too many questions, okay?
And then I will fucking launch a actually I'll be there, and then I'll launch a fucking catapult straight that way.
Alright.
Catapulted torch. It'll hit nobody except for Gelabdur.
Roll an 18. So it just sticks into the wall right next to the Eldith.
Damn.
Yeah.
It
If only he
breaks.
had. If you only had removed courtesy.
It was a catapulted torch. It's just.
Alright, Bronix, you're up. You have a creature just sitting there ready for your axe.
You know what I'm gonna do? Reckless great weapon. That's probably it right there. Oh, that's definitely it.
Nice.
Before you even get to the second swing, you cleave one of its arms off, but for flavor, how would you like to finish it off with your crit?
Well,
After
technically,
cleaving the arm
the form
off,
along the
I
blade.
just hit it in the back and it just shatters into a million pieces. Kind of just falls to the ground. Bunch of rocks.
There's a bunch of dust flies into Alistair's face.
Like,
Yeah, you just see a mound of ice-covered rubble on the ground in front of Alice.
I can't use this. It needs to be bone.
It's like that scene in Big Lebowski. they spread the ashes of his friend and it blows into Lebowski's.
Oh,
God
yeah.
damn it, man! What the hell are you doing?
God damn it, Walter!
All right, and then I will go over like after the battle. I go over here, put my last torch, light it on fire, and put it and hang it on the pillar.
Onyx, do you want the trophy?
No, it's just been
Yeah, pick up a rock.
A rock. Yeah, he wants a rock.
right.
You don't want a rock? Come on. So what would have been really weird is if I didn't.
You didn't what?
If I would have used the spell meld into stone.
That would have been interesting.
I don't think you can do that on actual
Creatures.
animated stone. Yeah, creatures.
Who knows?
I don't see it, so you can.
Anyway, that is end of combat.
Yay!
Y'all have successfully completed the second round.
I am hurt. I'm like, you know what? That was actually really, really tough. I'm injured. I'm dying. Ouch.
We wanted a challenge.
Should we got one?
We didn't get one. That was
got
just
fucking,
annoying.
got fucking like this guy just fucking two-handed like smash like with two hands when they interlock fingers and you just smash like someone's head in from like above.
Yeah.
He just did that
Doesn't
to
kill
me.
you, makes you stronger.
Alright.
Killing you only makes you stronger.
Y'all would like to move yourselves in the stands and heal yourselves, you may. We're gonna expedite this, but first we're gonna take a break
All right.
before we move into the final round.
I'll heal Various and Elder.
We're gonna take a long
And we are back.
Hooray.
So,
Someone grab Eldith out
y'all
of the arena.
successfully cleared the second wave. Would y'all like to finish off and watch the last two contestants attempt to win their second rounds?
Sure.
Definitely want to watch the ninjas. Or magic ninjas, or whatever the hell they are.
Yeah, the magic people.
All right. Well, shortly after y'all is a Lagthulduq. There's been no changes in roster. They are all the same folks. They're ready to go.
You forgot to move Eldith.
Oh, this is all going to be theater of mind anyway, so I'll just put her up here somewhere. Anyway, so you see coming out of the opposite area as a Lagthulduq prepares its formation, this time with the two brothers already wielding their shields and ready to go. You see now next on the left flank again, you see Vistra and the Kuatoa monitor Blooplip. I hate those names. They're so hard to say. Like colors the
fucking
Watone, they're
creative.
so crazy. I know, right? They sit in almost like a turtle formation with the shield, the heavy AC shield wielding people at the front, with now next and back for range support. Coming out of the gate, you see a familiar shape. You see a large troll-like creature, but this one is very different in appearance to the aquatic troll that you had seen. The one you had seen had been tall and lanky, obviously soaked skin, and still green like most trolls. But this one has black hair. It's bulbous in nature. It's squat. It has leaking, almost like sewage type features coming out of its skin, ulcers and boils all over its body. It immediately rushes the group. This creature lays into it using a series of attacks, slashing and biting. Immediately pulls one of the beginning of the formation apart, and they almost scatter as they spread out and try to surround the creature. The next round happens. They all begin to just stab and do whatever they can, and every time they stab, gouts of this greenish black liquid spouts out and poisons the area.
Ew.
Is it undead?
The Duergar are resistant to this. No, it is not undead. It is just a venom troll.
It's a nasty, disgusting thing.
The Duergar are naturally resistant to the poison, but it is overwhelming. Nalnax sits in the back, casts a very familiar spell to bury us, a phantasmal force, but the creature shakes it off very easily. This continues for a few seconds. The troll comes back around to its turn, and it grabs one of its large middle claws and slices one of its large boils on its chest. It sprays 15 feet cube and hits 3 of the members of the Alakthulduq as a nasty gout of poison just hits them. You see one of them go down.
I turn to Varys and say, "Can I have your hat? I'm gonna throw up in it."
Vistra, the small, meek Duergar, known as Vistra Trollbleeder, surprisingly, is knocked unconscious. Immediately, one of the brothers starts to drag the body away from the troll and takes a slash to the back. He survives. It continues. The other brother interposes himself in between his brother and Vistra and enlarges himself and gets ready for a series of blows. Blooplip, not understanding the nature of this creature, unleashes a series of hits. He bites onto him. He punches. Every time, more of this poison sprays in a 5-foot area around the creature, and both the brother and Blooplip take serious amounts of poison damage, even with the resistance. Now next, seeing what
man.
is going
They just got
on.
blasted in the face with all that poison.
Now next, seeing what's going on is trying to rally them and say, we need to use switch to ranged attacks. But it's already, they've taken serious damage. Shortly after, what's his name? Oscar comes back into the fight, doesn't hear the instructions, and continues to try and stab the creature as more poison affects him and his other 2 melee friends. Now Nex is like, what are you doing? We need to hit this from a distance. And the brothers are used to using their phalanx form in their enlarged state to form a wall of defense, but it is ineffectual against this poisonous creature. The troll continues to melee amongst the creatures. He hits mostly the shield, but eventually he does catch the one who stayed Travak, the enlarged Durgar, and he goes down unconscious. The brother runs in trying to save him. Melees. More of the poison sprays onto his brother as well, making him fail a death save. Continues to waylay at him. Bloop somewhat gets the idea and starts to back off, but has no way of attacking, and instead tries to rotate to pull the down brother out of danger. He gets slashed up across the back and is looking pretty rough as an opportunity attack. Many of you start to notice a very familiar thing that you had seen with your previous trolls, as the slashes and cuts begin to slowly heal across the body of the troll. While
it's regenerating.
While the players, or while the the Alog characters have been doing sizable damage, but they've also been damaging themselves in this. They've made a grave error. Soon after this happens, the other brother goes down from another acid spray, and the Bloop Lip is just standing there amongst 3 bodies, and it's just him and Nalnex. Nalnex has been slowly casting spells to continue to push this thing at bay, but he doesn't have anything in his repertoire that is quite damaging enough or debilitating enough to stop the troll from progressing. And eventually he puts his hands up and calls for a cease of the competition before anyone gets further injured, just as Bloop Lip is about to be knocked unconscious. Eventually you see what seems like a cast of magic come from inside the tunnel, and the creature is completely stunned and held in place. It's a hold monster spell. The fight has been finished. The 2 conscious members pick up their wounded, and Alog walks off the battlefield, wounded and unsuccessful. Okay. Foam Tankard, surprised at this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we only have 2 teams left. Let's see if our 4th team can make it through the second round. And you see the same cloaked figures move into position, and this time they're almost in like a star, style defense. One is here, here, and here.
Oh, we didn't see.
Almost like an envelopment with the point of the star pointed towards their entrance. Eventually, you hear what sounds like rock and metal grinding against each other as 2 medium-sized earth elementals come out. But these elementals are donned in armor, and they have clubs of rock.
Jesus.
Oh no.
Hard enough as it is.
2 elemental earth myrmidons come out, and they immediately charge. They push towards the first 2 characters, and the first 2 characters cast what looks like images of themselves. Multiple images of themselves duplicate around them. As the Myrmidons try to hit these characters, but instead they hit these false images, which eventually fade with each attack. They slowly begin to back up, provoking opportunity attacks and letting them hit their
Images.
what's it called, images as a plan. Eventually, the three characters at the back line up these two creatures, and you see three arcing lightning bolts come out. But these aren't regular lightning bolts that you've seen before. These are chain lightning bolts. So you see
Is this the
three
people casting it?
These are the three people casting it at the back.
Oh.
Snaps on.
So if you can imagine, the two Myrmidons have been drawn in right here, and you see three chain lightnings hit these creatures and just chain between each other, doing multitudes of damage. Let's see.
Impressive.
Damn.
You see as the Myrmidons instead try to react, and they continue to push forward. One of them decides to push forward towards the center caster, who just sits there and raises a shield spell as it knocks the hammer. You hear what sounds like Thor hitting Captain America's shield as a thunderous strike releases sound around the wizard, but does not do any damage. From there, it's only a matter of moments before these magic wielders successfully dismantle these rocks. You see one of them point a blast, and you see a blast of force just immediately hit one of the Myrmidons and disintegrate it into stone. Another one looks over, casts a spell, and you see as a blight begins to fill the area and dissolve the rock into like sludgy black goo. These guys have not taken a single point of damage. Alistair, I would like you to make a perception check.
Sure. Do. Oof.
You do not see it.
Fucking that one.
Whatever it is, you don't see.
I
All
swear,
right.
I have so many different that like just give me so much modifier.
I don't know, it's still a 12.
You have a
though.
plus 11 and you rolled. Still pretty good.
It's a 12, so I mean.
But you wouldn't be able to see it with a 12, unfortunately. All right. The second round is complete. Alogfulduke, the bolsterous hunter group, which secured many of these animals, has failed. They seem weak without three of their main members. From there, we move into the next day. Is there anything anyone would like to do in the last 2 hours of night before y'all move into the next day?
2 hours? I mean, I could. Should I technically prepare another scroll of shield?
Yeah.
No, there's nothing in particular I can think of.
Because I kind of want to give it to Eldith. Oh, but no, wait, she can't cast it.
She can't use it.
Oh, yeah, fine.
You can only give it to me, yourself, or Navarre.
Navarre.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I already gave one to you, and I can just. Yeah, there's no point. I'm okay, I think.
You're spending the money cost to make these, right?
Yeah, I mean, I only made one scroll, so I subtracted 25 gold worth of shit for me.
All right.
Still got another 225 left.
The other group that are the magic users and like, do they sit in the stands and watch the fights? Or...
No, they are gone. They just come in when they're ready to fight.
Do we know what like race they are, or are they all hooded?
Yeah, you know a couple of
we
them.
could tell them.
You've seen 3 humans, a high elf, and you haven't seen the smallest character. It's a 3-foot size character, completely cloaked in black cloak.
Probably a gnome or halfling. I'm guessing. Like very small.
Probably.
Well, all I'm saying is that those guys can cast some serious ass magic.
Yeah.
Indeed.
It sucks that they don't watch.
Why would they? They just turn up for the
Well, as
tournament.
far as you know, they don't watch.
Yeah.
They're not in the stands.
Well, I had seen visibility and I didn't see them on our
Yeah, they weren't in the stands when you saw
Yeah.
them.
I'm gonna make in the last bit. I want to try and make another alchemist fire and acid. So I get my just my
2 intelligence checks or alchemy.
Maybe I should prepare.
I
How
mean-
much time did you say we had?
2 hours before you had to go
And
to
we're
sleep.
just going like back to Colborn's lair.
Well,
resting for the night
if you want to do something in those 2 hours, that is something it's whatever you think of.
I wanted to go check the Blade Bazaar for the beggar.
since I have proficiency
Alright.
in making these 2 specific things, I'll just click my supplies.
That one hurts my soul.
21. And oh, that one, fuck.
Yeah, that one. No,
That was the acid.
the supplies were burnt up.
Fuck. But
The
I
beggar
did
is
get
not
a
there.
fire.
He went
You
to go look
still-
for the beggar.
Do you
He's
still
not
have my
there.
crystal? Are you using my crystal to investigate? You still do?
No, this is based
No.
off of chance whether or not he's there.
Okay. For that.
And
I just wanted to borrow it for that one day, but you came with me, so
Oh, okay. Well, all right. I just wanted to make sure if you had it or I had it, because that might.
no, yeah, you have it. You have it. It's like I didn't know what language it would be in. I don't know a lot of
there we go.
language. Be able to read if I find anything.
Mm.
All right, I gotta increase the hit dice
Mm.
because I forgot to put that back up to 6.
From what you know, the crystal had only worked on the tome that
Yeah,
Various
it's not
was
a
using.
universal translator. It
Yeah.
just worked on that specific tome. It was like attuned to it.
Oh,
It's like a
okay.
giant artifact, basically.
I heard whenever you spoke about it, I thought because you said it like translated into your native.
Yeah,
Just
the
did that for
crystal when
anything.
used in conjunction with the giant runes on the tome, it translates to your
Okay.
native language when you look through the crystal.
Yeah, it's if you've ever had those things like when reading, there's like it's kind of like a paperweight except it's made out of glass and it like enhances the letters on a book.
Enhance.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
it does.
Enhance.
They handed it to me.
Enhance. Yeah, it like enhances
Just
it.
print
and
the
it's
damn thing.
pretty cool. Well, let me find an image of it.
I saw the image whenever I was handed it.
No, not that. I'm talking about the thing in real life. Like, here we go. This is it.
Wow.
It's like this sort of thing. It like, oh, that's in Discord, but basically it just like enhances the image. Enhances
So
it.
no one
whatever.
else would like to
Not-
do anything besides that?
Nope. So
Okay.
it's a magnifying glass.
Yeah.
We
that you
move into the
could.
next day. It is now the
Let me prepare my
30th
spells.
of the month. While y'all were gone,
Mm-hmm.
or actually at the end of the night, y'all forgot that the twins were still afflicted by the werewolf curse.
And
Or were-rat curse, sorry, not werewolf.
yeah,
They have shifted in their rooms on a full
Oh.
moon.
oh,
And I'm not there to
And
help
we're
you.
when's the when's
And
the
we're Bronix list.
time to remove their curse in like a month?
Mm-hmm.
It's not
Okay.
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
A
it's
little
any-
over a
anytime
month.
soon.
Okay.
But yeah, y'all did not make any preparations. And those girls, or the 2 twins, have gotten out of the room, terrorizing the city right now.
Oh,
I would have think they would have told us. They would have.
I mean, we would have. Yeah, we didn't keep track of the days because I forgot that days were a thing.
you didn't. You
I
didn't even
warned
have.
y'all. I
Well, you
warned
didn't
y'all.
even have them like tell. You didn't even have them
They
tell
don't
us.
know when. They don't want to know when full moon.
They're gonna know when the full moon
But
is.
they could-
sorry.
They
Even
could feel
like,
it.
even during the day. Like they were with us at the fucking.
Hey, I warned
stand.
y'all 2 sessions ago about this,
No, you didn't.
and I
Yeah,
warned you.
he
Yes, I
He
did.
warn
I warned y'all several times.
I don't remember this.
Well, he did say it, but
Well,
it's been a
probably
week since
something
last
cryptic
session,
more.
so
Yeah,
I
it's
t-
been like
Possibility to
3
realize.
weeks.
yeah.
I told you what the next full moon was too, when y'all met that one lady,
Fair enough.
with Varys. I told you it's on the 29th of the month.
Oh,
That's
Yeah, I
something
just
to
out of
be
character
right.
totally forgot that was a thing. So I didn't do anything to prepare
Yeah.
for it.
So depending on what happens to them, that'll be interesting. But they are not in the room when you wake up. Y'all see a series of scratch marks at the door that they were staying in, and that's about it. But y'all continue to the arena.
yeah.
All right. So y'all are again the first to fight. Assume y'all's positions in the ring.
Yeah.
Shouldn't we do something about the twins?
I mean,
They'd be
they
huge.
could have been.
They would have shifted out already if this is
They would have
true.
shifted by now.
I mean, as far as we know, the guard could have captured and killed them.
You
Well,
don't know.
well, we have to do the tournament. We signed up. We're like obliged to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We can investigate after,
If
but
they're
at the
dead, they're
moment
already
we have
dead.
to.
Can't do anything about it anyway.
God, I hope I never need to depend on you guys to find me.
Well, I mean,
we had these
I mean-
friends. They could be dead, but I mean, tournament money. Come on.
I mean, if you give us ample warning, then
I wasn't even there, so I wouldn't even know this all happened. I was in a different
Exactly.
place.
I mean, I don't know. Alistair might have heard them escape during the night, so we could have maybe done something.
Well, no, it happened whenever we came back while we were out.
Yep.
So I was out at the bazaar.
Would I have heard something? Because I was back.
They were
at
gone
the place.
before y'all came back.
Oh. Okay.
Hopefully they
Um,
didn't
Oh, so they were
start
gone
that
before we
trouble.
went to bed, so we could have had a couple of hours to search for them, I guess.
Yeah.
You said they were, what, like 2 hours before we had to go to bed?
Well, that was whenever we
Yeah.
got back. Yeah.
Yeah, if when we got back they were claw marked and they disappeared, I think we could have at least done a quick search to see where they went for like an hour or two before we had to go to bed.
All right. Make
'Cause I thought
some
this
survival
was-
track
yeah.
checks to
Yeah.
track them.
Well, anyone will want my help? I'm gonna send
No.
Alex, on a scouting mission. Just to
Anyone
see.
who's proficient in survival can
I have
take this.
I have a plus
I mean,
3.
I could, but I'm not there, so you guys are on your own unless you come get me.
I don't have
Am
proficiency
am
in
I
it.
gonna get the help action?
Well, you don't have
Is anyone
proficiency in it,
proficient?
so
What?
you need
If
proficiency.
anyone who's
I-
proficient in survival
I
can
am!
Preferred
it's
help
just a plus
action.
3. Oh, okay. I thought it was a lot higher since you're
No.
proficient in it.
he doesn't have a wisdom modifier.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Fine. I'll help you then. Yeah. If you are actually proficient, I thought you would when you said just plus 3.
God.
He just has 16 wisdom. Okay.
What? Like fucking. I have whatever. 19.
You're able to track them for probably about an hour. It's not easy because the place is just you're basically going by tracking and word of mouth of what people have heard. You hear whispers of like a gray ghost attack or something of the like, and eventually you lose their trail somewhere near the East Cleft district.
Shit. I can't find them anymore. I can't find anything else.
At least if you lost a trail, they're not captured. Probably.
Yeah, I mean, if we tried to track them down and we lost their trail, then hopefully whoever from like Air Raid Black Skull, who's trying to track them,
Eared.
hopefully lost trail as
Eared.
well. Eared Black Skull.
A raid.
Yeah, well,
Anyway.
hopefully they lost track of them as well. So hopefully tomorrow after our tournament, we can find them and try to sneak them in back into the tavern if they're still unharmed.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think you really need to sneak them. I mean, you're not gonna be able to recognize a
East
normal
wait,
gnome
East
from a
Cleft
rat.
was the tunnel system that we
No,
cleared
that's
out?
west. That's the West Cleft district.
Damn it.
The Whirlstone tunnels is what you're thinking of.
Damn it.
Yeah, y'all haven't really been to the East Cleft district. The closest y'all got to the East Cleft district was when y'all went down to harvest parts from the dragon. The East
Mhm.
Cleft district was a little bit further to the east from that location.
Okay.
So, Barris, you gonna push yourself onto the map?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I had my prepare my spells. I will. Also, I
the
guess
arena
before
as
we
it is.
enter the arena, I would, as a
Yeah.
preparation beforehand, I would give Zizix a.
Oh, fucking Eldith, really?
I would give Zizix a healing potion so that he may try to use it if someone gets down. Then last fight was clutch, and I'm telling him to get off his lazy ass and actually help this time. So
Okay.
I'm gonna give him a healing potion so you can clutch onto that.
Um,
Okay.
And yeah,
Hmm.
and he'll be flying in the air like whatever, since no one can see him. So and he's a
I'm gonna
familiar.
put
So
some. I'm gonna put some things, some
sure, why not?
vials.
Just so you can see.
Is the arena as it is now?
Yes.
put
The
it-
stones had been cleared out. Some of them, at least. There's still piles of rubble in certain locations.
Like the frozen pile.
I'll
Of dust.
put like an acid on like a couple things around, like alchemist fire here, maybe an acid right there.
Would it be against the rules for me to climb on top of this?
No,
No.
You could try. I mean, it's 10 feet tall.
it is pretty tall.
Bronix, give me a boost.
Boosty.
Boosto.
I'm gonna like
Does
There you go.
Bronix
That's a
help?
good icon.
one there, a thing there, one there, and then
No.
I have.
I want to be on top.
Yeah, you try and climb using spikes, and you step on one of the spikes, slick with blood, and slip down.
Well, that's why I asked if Bronix was helping me. That's why.
Yeah, even with advantage. But anyway, while you're doing that, Foam Tankard walks up to the audience. So, 2 teams down, 2 teams remain. We will decide today who's the winner of the pot. If both teams stand at the end of the day, the pot is split evenly. So, let's begin. Unleash the beast! And you see the gates rise again, and the portcullis is like 10 feet tall, and you see this creature duck down about 3 or 4 feet, and then eventually it raises its head up and it looks at you.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, that's a big
What?
boy.
Come on. That pillar doesn't fucking matter then. All right.
Yeah, I don't think that pillar matters much.
You see this massive creature with a 15-foot club in his hand. Well, not 15-foot, 10-foot club in his hand.
Not much better.
It's grotesquely shaped. It's the ugliest giant-like creature you've ever seen. It has this one bulbous eye that's bloodshot and yellow and sickly looking, and it just looks over and it's got drool coming down its mouth. Everyone's
Gross.
rolled initiative, and
Oh, that's nasty.
yeah, this is gonna be interesting.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Let's see,
Brawny
round
boy.
counter at the top.
Hey, I was finally at double digits though.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. What am I?
Even though all of you still fucking rolled higher than me.
Yeah.
No, not you, but
You got +6. That's still really high.
That's
All
for
right.
athletics.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Also, for all of our players here, all the marks that I put down are my catapult ammo. So try not to
Don't
try
step
to
there.
try not to be in the way.
I don't understand why you put them on the ground, but
You can just
I didn't even
Because
see
they
him.
You just take
can't
them.
be carried or worn.
What?
They can't like the for catapult. They can't be carried or worn. So I
Yeah, but you're not wearing
usually
them, you
just
just-
toss them. I usually
no,
just
you're just
toss
holding
them.
it in your hand and you just shoot it
No,
out.
can't
of
be
your hand.
carried.
That's carried. Yeah.
Carried is holding it in my hand, which is why I'd usually just toss them. But this is so I can fucking twin.
Gotcha.
Anyway. So,
I can target
Bronix,
things.
you have the top of the round.
Alright. I'm going to rage and charge right in. And we're going to give him a great weapon with reckless.
Not that close.
Oh, I guess I lagged a
Yeah.
little bit when I put him out. Sorry. 14.
Can you, yeah.
And an
Hey.
18.
14
18.
just hits.
Nice.
Ooh. He's a
Good
big
job.
beefy boy.
Yeah. All right.
Low AC but big beef.
Yeah, the big creatures tend to have low AC, but not all the time.
Yeah,
So
dragons.
25, 51 damage. Jesus Christ.
Those dragons are dickheads.
Mm-hmm.
So you come in and you just put you cleave out a chunk out of this massive thing's thigh. So you get all the way to the thigh, thankfully, because large size.
That's true.
But you see a large gout of blood spray out, and it just screeches and looks straight at you.
How could it?
All right.
Can I tell with that lazy eye he's got? You're getting
Ew,
me, or
I
you're
mean,
getting that
just-
guy over there.
Barius, you're up.
Can I see if I recognize this thing at all, or do I not even bother rolling? If it's like, if it's just in the Underdark, I probably wouldn't know it, right?
Probably not. You don't know much about giant kin in general.
Okay,
That's why you
that's fair
didn't.
enough.
That's why you didn't know much about the original stone giants from the beginning.
Did we? Oh, those stone things. Okay, fair enough. No, I'm just wondering because if I know it, then I do something. That's fine. If I don't know it, then I don't know it. I'm gonna do this anyway. I'm gonna cast slow on it.
All right. What save is that?
Just wisdom.
Roll the 15.
It
Does that
fails
work?
just about.
You're up to
It was
16 now.
-16.
Damn.
Yeah, he's been at 16.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, it fails.
All right. So it's slow. Snail is back. Everyone's favorite icon.
All
Back.
praise the snail.
Yeah, we'll praise the Lord Snail. And I will move. I don't know, man. There's a pit there, so I don't want to move across the pit. I guess I'll just sit on this like next
Avoid
to
all
this
traps.
wall. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like everywhere I go, I'm gonna be.
All
hit by
right,
this trap.
Alistair, you're up.
Okay. Does it have one eye or is it just
Think of it as more like a what's it called?
Deformity.
Dysmorphia.
Deformed eye, where one's grotesquely large and the other one is kind of slanted shut. It's still there,
okay.
but
Jason Voorhees and Friday 13th.
yeah, I guess.
Or Sloth from the
I'm going
Goonies.
to cast blindness and deafness on it. I'll try and make it blind.
All right. So
Con save.
roll the 16.
Oh,
11 plus 5.
passes.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured it had high con, but I was hoping.
Yeah. Well,
Navarre, you're up.
All right. So, since Bronx is essentially in the way of two places that I put the thing.
This thing is giant. Like it's enormous.
Oh yeah, true. I could just have
Shoot over
have
me.
it
Yeah,
fly
that'd be fun.
above him. Yeah.
Bronix is big, but that thing is huge.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember how tall. They're pretty.
You said 13 foot, so he's almost twice as tall as I am.
Moves like here.
I don't even think it says in the monster manual what all these things are.
It's
Well,
carrying a 10
I'm
foot
judging
club.
off of
It has to be taller than 13.
Yeah.
It's
size,
huge.
I think their size is huge.
It's a huge creature, but I don't. It doesn't
There's a
really say in
minimum of
terms of
15
size.
feet, technically.
I feel like 15 to 20 feet's probably.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
minimum of 15. So, like, ooh.
So if it's
Because like
wielding with a
normally
10-foot
the giants,
club,
they have literally a what's it called, a size chart, but this one doesn't
Oh.
isn't on the size
Yeah.
chart.
Okay. What shall I use? What shall I use?
what is huge? Yeah, huge creatures are 16 to 32 feet. Damn.
Wow.
Yeah,
232.
It'll just go
Okay.
16 feet. it's big.
Could be.
Okay. Let's go with. Let's start off strong and twin catapult.
All right.
With
Roll the 12 and a 14.
so this one will go in this direction above Bronix's head, and one of these will go in that direction above Bronix's head. And one of them was a fire, and one of them was a acid.
All right.
So fire. What were the deck saves?
14 and something lower. I think
Okay,
it's 14.
so let's do that.
Yeah, 14 was the highest, so they
Okay.
fail.
Nice.
So first was fire, so that's a D4 of fire, right? For Alchemist fire,
That's at the start of its next turn.
right? It's covered, and then the acid.
The acid
Oh.
is now. I think it's 2d6, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
Um, I have the handout. Right.
Yeah. Should be.
Yeah, 2d6.
Cool.
Vial of acid right there.
Yeah.
2d6. Awesome.
Yeah.
Only 25 gold.
That's pretty damn expensive.
So what do you roll for damage on the 2d6?
Just gonna
Oh,
10.
damn. There you go.
Nice.
10 acid. Woohoo!
And go ahead and roll a
43 damage.
d4
And
because his
Two
turn's
fire.
coming up right after you. So
Yeah.
Oh.
that works.
woohoo! Starting off strong.
Yeah. Let's see. 56. A lot of damage going out there already.
Indeed.
That's not what I wanted. Anyway, so after being slowed, he's going to look directly at Varius, who this thing is intelligent. It's not dumb,
Yeah.
and it's going to use his action to use Evil Eye.
Oh, shit.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
That's evilly.
Then I will.
Okay,
you
I
blinded
need
him, you got
you
that.
to make a charisma saving throw.
Isn't he blinded?
No,
it didn't work.
He
Oh, right,
succeeded.
he
Yes,
saved.
like,
I said I
amazing.
wish it did.
Let me read something. I wanna. Am I even
charisma saving throw.
I'm just gonna read something because I might be able to do something. We'll see what does. And a creature makes. Oh, it's an attack roll. Yeah, it's an attack roll. It just saves. So I will roll wisdom. Sorry, charisma save. Right?
Yes.
Huh. Interesting.
Please, God, don't look at me.
Okay. You take 11 psychic damage after half,
Ooh.
and
Hmm.
that's it.
Was that a spell by any chance, or just a ability?
No, that's
Innate
that's
ability.
just the creature
Very
effect.
chill
ability.
ability.
Oh, cool. 11, and I'll do a con save. Minus a third of my health away. Just save.
Nice.
Yes. We're okay.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
All right. Eldith is going to stay back and use her arrows. The first one misses, second one hits, dealing 3 damage.
There's no music, by the way.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me. I had something picked out too. There we go.
I just noticed I'm like, this isn't as epic as it.
Bronix, top of the round.
Alright, let's see. We're gonna go ahead and stick with the plan with the Reckless Great Weapon Master attacks. Shit. Shit. Well, we're not doing anything today.
Oh, both
it has
miss.
negative
Well, he has
two-
minus
it has
2
negative
AC.
two
Oh,
AC.
negative 2 AC. So the second one hits then.
Yay.
All right, there you go. 20 damage. What normally would have been a missed hit, it was a hair seconds too slow to dodge your second attack, and due to the slow effect, and you're able to hit it. All right.
I'm pretty sure it does a save, right?
At the end of its turn, right?
Wisdom saving
slow?
throw at the end of his turn, yeah. So we'll
So,
see
yeah.
if that hit even.
11.
Hit. Oh, he fails, yeah, so it would have hit, fine. Just want
Alright.
to make sure.
Yeah. Because no one else has a spell on it right now, as far as I know. Okay. Wait, do something real fast. Who's next on the thing? I guess it's the arena. Oh shit.
Oh. That whole thing.
Alright. So, from there, we're gonna have another blast from the center.
I knew it.
Dex saves from
I made sure I
everyone
was
within
15
10
away.
feet.
Yeah, I'm 50.
So, Eldith.
I'm good.
Varno.
I'm fine.
Wow, look at that.
You take half damage, so 2d6. And it'll be halved again. Oh, wait, no, you don't have Elemental Affinity around right now.
No, I haven't cast a fire spell.
So 6 damage after 3. Let's see what Eldith does.
Ouch.
She rolled 21. Damn, girl.
Eat it.
So she also takes only 3 damage.
She's light on her feet.
Yes.
Is
She's
that
only
a
half
scout
a
joke? Alright, Barius, there you go.
Hmm.
Pretty sure that was a dwarf joke, but
It was an air axe joke.
Okay. Hmm.
An air axe joke.
Oh,
Oh, I get it now.
I think there's many ways to go with that joke.
Hmm.
Dwarves aren't
So,
known for being light.
Clearly, I was just better intelligent. By just doing that. I will. Don't want to do something. Onyx is like in the way.
Remember, it's really tall. It's not really in the way.
I know, but if I summon demons, yeah, but it
Oh,
doesn't matter. I can't do
shit.
that anyway. Again, I can't do any of my cool spells because they all kill my allies. I'm just gonna cause spirit. No, just give me a
Because they all fucking require concentration.
Cause spirit is enchanted, so I can keep both of them up.
Yeah, you can do 2.
It's an enchantment.
Yeah, cause spirit is enchantment. I'm pretty
Alright,
sure.
it rolled a 16 on its wisdom save.
It succeeds. And it is actually it's not, so I wouldn't even do that. Yeah, I'll just I just cast magic missile, literally because it's necromancy apparently.
Hmm?
Apparently, cause fit is necromancy.
What does that have to do? Oh,
So
so you wouldn't have been able to
if
do
it
that.
does- No, I would just cast magic missiles. That's the only thing I can do.
Because slow is an enchantment. It's alteration or
It's-
whatever it's called.
It's transmutation.
Transmutation.
Yeah. I
Magic
don't
missile.
know.
Hit it. Or whatever you're hitting.
There are so many
yeah, magic.
spells that aren't enchantment that really should be enchantment.
Yeah. That's a pretty good roll.
Not bad.
Shoot
Alright.
it with the barrage of missile.
No, my 3d4 sounded wrong.
Alright, so Alistair,
Because
you're up.
Brumble.
Yeah, Bromwell
Oh,
messed
yeah.
up. Yeah.
Alistair. Oh, sorry, you're thinking.
Necromancy. Why?
Going to run up, be kind of behind it. I don't know if this is considered behind it. But I would like go up along the wall, kind of, and I'm going to touch it and try and do a bestow curse on it. Strength.
Is that a melee spell attack, or is that just
Yes,
a
it is
DC?
touch. It's
Oh, it's
touch.
touch. Okay.
It's touch. DC. Sorry.
You rolled a
Give me a
16
wisdom.
wisdom save.
Fuck.
Is
it's
it wisdom?
16. Yes.
Oh,
it's
you
wisdom.
don't have to roll for the attack. It just costs it.
It's not an attack.
Yeah,
it's
no,
a
he knows
DC.
that.
Yeah. I have to touch it though.
Yeah.
Dude.
A wisdom save. Okay. Damn.
Yeah.
Narrowly avoided that.
Fuck.
Navarre, you're up.
Okay. Well. Let's see.
Highest
Well,
Dude,
because
y'all avoided an
everything-
evil eye curse, so I don't want to hear nothing about it.
So
I don't know
I'm
what
gonna-
that thing does.
I'm gonna grab this this one and come over here, toss it up, or rather, we get to this one, toss it over here, and before it hits the ground, catapult. I'll do twin catapult and launch this guy that way, and the one that flew over here that way.
All right. 2 saves, a 15 and 11.
That one of them, the first one is a success, so that would be the fire that went this way.
And the other one's acid.
Yeah, the other one's an acid.
All right. Roll your attack and your 2d6, and also your d4.
Oh damn, that's good.
Nice. The good D.
2d6, another 10, and a d4. Oh,
All right. So you just
Nice.
see him catching fire slightly on one of his body parts, and then another catapult comes in and splashes with acid. He's looking kind of beat up.
Yep.
All right. The Fomorian is going to try and hit Bronix. Does a 16 hit you?
okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Right on the money.
You suffer 20 bludgeoning damage. It's reduced to
10.
10. And let's see, who can he see? He's going to turn as Alistair tries to flank him, and he's going to stare into you with his evil eye.
But he's still
Make it-
slowed though, so he can't
It's-
do one thing.
It's not
It's not a
necessarily. It's not
No.
a spell. It's an effect.
No, but he can only do one action a turn, so.
Multi attack is one action.
Is it?
Yes, and that's his one action.
Oh, okay. That's not worse
Wasn't it
than
so
I
you can
thought
only
it
make
was.
one attack though?
Yeah,
I
you can
think
only
One
make one
melee
attack.
attack, right?
Yeah, one melee attack.
He's only making one melee attack.
Oh,
It says, regardless of the creature's abilities or magic items, it can't make more than one melee or ranged attack during its turn if the creature attempts to cast a spell, blah blah blah. So if it's an innate thing, then I guess it bypasses that because it's not a ranged attack technically. So
It's just stare, kind of like when an Umber Hulk stares at you.
fair
It's
enough.
just-
Yeah,
it's just-
fair
it's
enough.
just looking
It's a
at him.
multi attack, but I don't know. Let's see.
But it's not a ranged attack or a melee, so I guess it goes through, right?
Well, this is what it says: the Fomorian magically forces a creature to see within 60 feet of it to make a charisma saving throw.
Yeah, that's an attack. That's
Is
just
that an
do a
action?
save. So
It's
But is
part
it
of
hard
its
to do
multi
multi-attack?
attack. The multi attack
No.
says makes one great club attack and uses evil eye once.
yeah, Evil Eye isn't a melee or range, so it doesn't apply to slow technically. So yeah, it can do it. Yeah, fair enough.
It's basically looking at you.
Yeah.
okay.
So charisma saving throw, Alistair.
Oh, I got a 20.
Yeah, you succeed. So you take half damage. You
Go.
take 15 psychic damage total.
Ah,
Ow.
damn. Damn.
Yeah, that's half.
11.
That's half.
I want to take less damage.
I wouldn't get hit by
I would like to remind you, I do have a potion of psychic resistance.
That would be a good
If
time.
I knew this creature, I would use.
All right, Elvith is going to back away from the flames that have spouted out again and just shoot it with the bow. Misses with the 11, even though his AC temporarily 12. Oh wait, by the way,
Yeah, you have to do
wisdom
the save.
save.
Yeah, wisdom save.
Made a 17,
Ooh, it's 16.
Oh,
so no more,
no.
no more snail.
Yeah.
So
Well, she rolled 22 on the other.
And a 22, which does hit, so 6 damage.
She does double the amount of the first one. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Top of the round, Bronix. You have a creature which is bleeding from several arrows and some spell attacks.
Well, you know what I'm doing at this point. So, oh yes.
That hits.
Oh yes.
That hits. So roll the first
Another
one.
attack.
Ooh, 5 cold damage.
The
Oh my
cold.
god.
And then
look
a
at
third.
Well, roll your first damage from the non-crit.
He did.
that. I did. It's a,
Oh, I didn't see it. Sorry.
Is
Yeah.
and then I gotta make 2 more
29.
attacks.
33, 35, 40
Hold
damage.
on.
One's gonna hit.
2 more attacks.
1 more attack.
He got 1 crit.
I'll get 1 crit.
Hold on.
That's 2
I'm
for
just,
him.
I'm just minusing to see how much health he has left after that, if he does have any health left.
29 then
I
40. Or not 40, 30.
Oh, he's negative 16 health.
35,
He's
40.
negative 16 health. How would you like to chop this creature
Yeah, your
down?
ice killed it.
Alright, with my first blow, I finally sever that leg, and it goes down on all 4s. With the leg is like kind of bleeding all over the place.
All 3.
Yeah. Yeah, 3. And then I take my axe and I drive into that freaky dicky eye as it freezes over his whole head. And his head just kind of like cracks, like as stress fractures start forming after he freezes. And his head just kind of crunches off and lands on the ground.
So y'all have heard him bellowing and grunting throughout this whole process of getting hit and screaming whenever he attacks. You finally use that first initial chunk that you took out as an aiming point, and you nail it. You completely sever the femoral area. The entire femur is cleaved in 2 with your dwarvish axe, which easily breaks bones. You hear him fall down to the ground as blood geysers out. You're going to see a large blood pool form right there. And then you hear him screaming with a deep, deep howl. And then right then and there, you just
Shut
say
up!
goodnight.
And I hit him in the
You
face.
finish him right in the eye and freeze his head. And the stress fractures almost sound like more screaming as they form. Yeah, the creature is dead. You've successfully completed the round. Everyone is stoked. They're just jumping up. They've never seen a creature as grotesque and massive as this get slain in the arena.
Nice.
From there, y'all take y'all's stand. Y'all seat in this.
Whoa.
Well, you can get your trophy. You can get your
Just
trophies.
hold on with that. Ronix gotta get some.
I'll help you.
He's gonna take a piece
give
of
you
the
the help.
job.
I don't know, man. That thing is fucking ugly. I don't want
You mean
any
the frozen
trophy
thing?
to that.
You have advantage since Alistair's helping you.
Oh, 13's missing a do. I was just trying to cut off a piece of the jawbone.
You do go for the jawbone. You intended, I'm assuming, to get the entire lower jaw, but you instead get about a quarter. It breaks right there at the center where the chin would be, and you got the left side of his jaw that was the least frozen.
That's fine. I didn't need the whole thing. I mean, what would I do? Wear it as a belt?
There's an idea.
I don't know. You could have fucking made some crazy ass freaking helmet, bottom helmet piece out of it. Who
Yeah,
knows?
you have like a mouth guard
Mouth
over
guard.
your mouth.
Gross. Like the Predator's
Oh,
Predator.
yeah, it
Yeah.
could have looked like a predator helmet. But eventually, after everything is cleaned up, the giant body carcass is dragged off, blood everywhere. Because that's a lot of body to have a lot of blood in it.
Alright, I'm gonna take my
You
potion
just-
back.
You just see, just
Yeah,
pools of blood as it's being dragged away.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna make a drag stain as well. Use this one right here. This is a decent
Good thing
drag.
they use sand.
All right,
Rotate.
and rotate is right.
Nice.
Yeah,
Like
we'll do
Now
that.
that is flavor.
So, you just see the large carcass dragged off. You take your seat in the stands. The 5 figures apparate out of thin air in the center of the stage, already in position and waiting. A similar formation, but this time it is a semicircle with one in the center. So you see, if you can imagine, I'll move Eldith. You see one here, 2 here, and then you see the tall half elf, or not half elf, high elf in the center. Eventually, y'all hear a various cacophony of screeches and howls. Well, not really howls, more like a shriek similar to a dragon's roar. As you see a creature with 5 heads slowly slurp its way out of this small gate. You see a hydra.
I'm glad we didn't fight that.
Their head grow back.
Oh,
You
yeah.
keep cutting
Yeah,
its
I'm
heads
just like-
off.
Onyx, let's slash.
Navarre is just like, oh my
Stop
god,
cutting
I'm
heads off.
so happy we didn't fight that.
Yeah.
That
The 5-headed beast
fuck you up.
just sits there. It is just as massive as the Fomorian that you just fought. At a full head's height, it is about 16 feet tall. When the 3 center heads are up in the air, it is a long body of almost 20 feet long. It is somewhat emaciated, but it is a very healthy hydra as it moves in, and each of its 5 heads focuses on a target. It moves forward. It gets to move first, and it immediately gets within range of 3 of these characters and begins to bite at them. They react with shields to block all 3 heads, and then the last 2 try to bite again and also unsuccess. You see 2 of the spellcasters immediately. One cast a lightning bolt, which the lightning goes into the air, almost hitting the stands as it severs and cauterizes in a way as lightning can do, like a kind of like a plasma cutter, severs one of the heads off. The other character uses a what's it called?
Holden.
Yes.
I want to cast Clairvoyance and put it over closer inside the arena, so that way I'm right the creature. So I can.
Cutting out.
You're cutting it out.
Goddamn. Is it okay now?
We
It's
got you
sort
on
of good, but go ahead.
clairvoyance.
I want to cast Clairvoyance and put it like over by where the monster's at, so I'm like closer to all the fighting and I can like see all of them.
Okay. The moment you do that, you see one of the characters over here is a halfling. Not a Lightfoot, but the other type. You've met a couple of these, but yeah, he's a halfling caster. That's about all you can see for now. But the other person attacks the other head with a scorching ray, and you see 2 of the rays pierce near the neck, and the last one, he kind of like, you see him like visibly shift the spell as he kind of like uses it like a blade to siphon off one of the heads, burning it and scorching it like the other wizard. The other 2, one of them taking a note out of Varius's book, casts slow and slows the creatures down. You see as the wafting heads, 2 of them already severed, slow their movement and gait as they float around. The 3 other heads that are still available are trying to continue to assault. The third guy, or fourth guy, he's going to cast... let's see what I have. I don't think I have it ready. Nope. Yeah. The halfling is going to point up and he's going to cast Disintegrate on one of the heads. And it just turns to dust. As you see, it disintegrates almost halfway down the neck and you see blood start to spout out from one of the holes. There's 2 heads left. The 5th and final member is going to cast Fireball in the air, right above the creature where the 2 remaining heads are, completely incinerating both heads, and they just fall down in flames. The creature's immediately killed. They knew exactly how to take this creature down, probably from experience.
Seems like a lot of fire. What does it?
Yeah.
I just look at Barrius.
Why can't you two do things like that?
Right?
Well, he literally does things like that. I don't.
I've yet to see it. You know
You
what I've
just
seen?
fireballed you in the
Fire
face.
inside my
Hey,
everything.
Hey, now I know I can do shit like that, and so I will.
You
Find
see
them, do that
another
thing with
blood
fire.
pool and drag as this large pool of blood begins to drain into the drain.
At least with the fire.
I cannot see the drain. Is the drain not? Oh, it's in GM.
It's there.
It
It's
is.
there. We can see it.
Yeah,
It's right here.
just on the bottom layer or something.
It's supposed to be on top of this.
Oh, it's underneath, yeah.
For some reason, it's underneath when I send it back. Oh well. Yeah, you see the mass of blood as this creature's
Much
heads.
blood there
Some of
is.
them are bleeding. Most of them are cauterized and aren't bleeding any longer. But you do see this creature's dragged off. Foam Tankard is standing there stunned. He's like, "Well, I thought the giant was handled quickly. That was something else entirely. I think we need to ban something. But anyway, congratulations!
We need to ban something.
That's
Or bad magic. Yeah.
Congratulations, everyone. We have our 2 random groups, which never gave me a name, who won. So, come and accept your prize.
Yay.
What is the price to be paid? Like,
It was gold.
just gold?
It was
Yeah,
money
so you
and
just get
possibly
twice our
something
gold
else.
back.
Gold.
basically.
Yeah, because there
Well,
wasn't
it's
a
half
clear
because we
winner.
both won.
Yeah, because there wasn't a clear winner. The whatever random additional reward is not given out. It's just pure gold. So you get 4,000 gold, and the other group takes 4,000 gold. Alistair, make a perception check.
There you go.
Little better.
That's average with a 20.
As you see the leader, they all put their hoods up. You see the leader put his hand forward, and you see a tattoo of a triangle with a skull on his wrist. He grabs the gold. He looks over to his friends. They touch his back, and they teleport out.
Ooh. Merkel.
That was cool.
Do I notice Alistair like pause or something?
I don't know. Make a perception check.
No.
Nope. I am sorry. That is a no.
You're just looking at the
You
gold,
are interested
man.
in the gold.
Yes.
Oh,
So each of
we
us
each
just
get 1,000 gold.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'm taking that in platinum.
Double your investment.
I now have 2,200. Yay, 2,200 gold.
I'll give 500 of it to Eldith.
Oh, thank you. You didn't have to do that. I was happy to help. I did a little bit in the final fight, but that thing was crazy. Anyway,
She killed a lot
I
of
need
those
a fucking
stones, right?
drink. Yeah, she did kill
Yeah.
some things. Yeah.
Yeah.
What was it?
She
Yeah.
killed the rock guy
Yeah.
and the salamander. No, salamander was that was Bronix.
Yeah, that was all
I think,
Brownies for them.
I
Sorry.
think this
Son of
does call
a-
for a drink. I have something that I've been saving since what got out of the fucking drow prison.
Have you been holding out on me?
Was that your dignity? Because
No. Remember that wine bottle that I had a while ago?
Nope.
no.
Can't remember about the were rat. You expect me to remember some wine?
That was like 2 months IRL
Let's see if I
time.
can find it. That was a long time
That was
ago.
that was like months IRL time.
God, you guys don't remember shit. Anyways,
Let's see.
I'm
That's in what's his name's things, right?
that's in the Drought of Arcane.
Shores.
Yeah, it's in my inventory. It's back at the Goldborn.
I have to
lair.
look at the description of the wine. That's why I didn't.
Yeah.
That's an eternity ago.
Yeah, it is. Holy cow. Let's see.
I have been saving it. It's like there's no
Yeah,
no
They,
good time to
a flask of strong, syrupy blue liquor.
Ooh.
Anyway,
Pleasantly poisoned. My favorite kind of being.
you have
Yeah.
half of the day left. I'm gonna move y'all back to the crotchety bastard.
hmm
Hooray!
So, Varg goes and gives Bronix a healthy handshake. Be like, that was quite good. Shame those weirdos showed up and stole your thunder.
Damn wizards.
Yeah,
Well,
fuck those wizards, man. Everyone hates wizards.
Well, what can you expect from a team of magic users?
well, anyway, I'll give you 1 round on me. Not that much. You're not getting a whole keg, okay? He's looking at Alistair. But yeah.
Do you have any wine glasses?
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. I'll take like 5 of those.
All right, there you go.
Or,
But,
or like
Go ahead.
enough to supply our entire group with one. Well,
Yeah,
like, minus
if
2.
it's like a wine bottle, so if you know anything about wine bottles, it usually holds about 4 glasses, so you can easily divide it to about 5. They'd just be slightly
Mhm.
less than full.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a blue syrupy liquor, and it is very strong. There's no reason to roll Constitution saves. You just need to roll the D4.
The four.
Oh. A D4. Okay.
Can leave anyone who drinks pleasantly poisoned for 1d4 hours. Great.
So yeah, you're drunk
3.
you're pleasantly drunk for 1 hour. Navarre probably poured himself a little more, and is drunk for 3. Various for 1. Bronix, do you
Bronix.
partake?
In the celebratory Drought of Arcane. Bronix.
That's for Eldith.
Mhm.
She's like, this Elvish shit tastes like crap, but fuck, it's good.
I had a feeling it would taste pretty good. Stole it off the drow, so.
Bronix walked away. So,
Roll for it.
You have a little bit of time, probably about 4 hours. There are still the festival's still going on strong as it is the final day. Anything y'all like to get done real quick before maybe going and finding the twins or trying to?
Yeah, I want to just pop by the jeweler shop and see if any more black pearls to trade in for coins, since I can't carry coins.
Let's see. He doesn't have black pearls, but what he does have. Let's see.
Is there something worth 1,000 gold? Like a.
Mm-hmm.
2 black.
If I can. 2 dogs. Let me find the
2
gems.
black pearls. But they come in pairs, so you can only buy them 2.
Let's see. Where is the gems?
How much is a gold ingot worth? 1,000.
Gold ingot? No idea.
It's solid
Early
gold.
on my list.
Gotta weigh a shit ton. Plus be worth a shit ton.
Well, it's worth its weight in gold. Literally. Okay. He does have. Let me. Roll a D8. He has a translucent pale blue with green and golden molting opal. It's worth 1,000 gold.
An opal. Ooh.
Yep.
Okay, I'll buy that off him with my money.
Okay.
Just because, carrying all this coin is heavy.
What kind of opal was it?
Just a regular opal, translucent pale blue with green and gold molting. You know what opals look like. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I will give him 100 platinum since I got that from the thing.
You've got the regular one, and I have a fire one. Collection.
Yes. With our powers combined, we shall rule the opal industry.
Yeah, fire opals are translucent, fiery red.
How much was
How
that?
much did you bet on? None of y'all gave me y'all's bets, so I mean,
On what?
What were we betting?
well, someone bet on themselves. I'm assuming for the fights. You have to.
You just
you're
said we
supposed
had to
know.
enter.
Oh, you just
Oh,
said we
I
had to
didn't know
pay
it was a
500
betting
to
thing.
enter. You never said I was betting. I was betting we were
Yeah.
gonna win.
Yeah, you never
You
mentioned
said
betting.
something about platinum.
Yeah, I
No.
won from.
No, that's
the
what he used to
drinking
pay.
contest. I used to pay with platinum. That's what I said.
Yeah.
How do you
I
have that
paid
much
it
platinum?
platinum.
Because that's what he bet for the thing before.
Yeah, I got 50
Yeah,
platinum.
he
from,
bet
like-
26 platinum, so he would have gotten 26 plus his 26. That
Yeah,
means
and
50.
I
Yeah,
used
52.
and I used 50 to pay my entrance fee to the games.
Okay, so you're saying you asked for platinum back for your entry fee.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't matter. I would have still paid him 1,000 gold. It doesn't matter what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't mind.
Just
I'm still gonna
clarification.
give him 1,000. I didn't know you were allowed to bet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
would
mean,
have totally bet on myself.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Totally.
if you,
Totally
I have
bet
the
the
money
rest
to.
of our money on ourselves.
I have the money to bet 50
Each time.
plat. I could have
Well, it's
given
too
him
late.
a black pearl and bet the 50 plat if you want to do it like that.
I just enjoyed the
it's all
tournament.
too late anyway. It's just,
Oh man. Oh well.
I thought y'all knew.
No.
Nope.
No, but I
Anyway.
Anyway.
Yeah. Retroactive betting ain't a thing.
Okay.
Because then we would all be rich.
Yeah.
I bet after the fact.
From there, how long do y'all spend drinking? Obviously, Navarre's drunk for about 3 hours.
Well, I would.
I just
go
go
to
and wander the
Alistair.
city.
Yeah, I'd ask
Alright.
Alatus to help
I
me
mean,
look for
it
the
is
twins.
it is
since-
drought of arcane, and my body is infused with arcane energy, so I'm like,
Well, no. The drow liquor is not a draught of arcane. It's completely different.
That's what I
The-
that's what I poured up for everybody.
Well, it's just a liquor that costs 10 gold that leaves you
It
pleasantly.
was just
for
some
Yeah.
liquor.
24
Yeah, it wasn't
hours.
a specific.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
draught
know.
of arcane is separate. That's a potion.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's in the it was in the shape of a wine bottle.
You're looking at two different things.
No, I wasn't.
When he has the handle, sure,
says-
what's its loot?
Well, I made it. I know what it is.
Yeah, a flask of strong syrupy blue
Yeah,
liquor. That's
the-
literally it.
Yeah.
That's all
It's
says.
syrupy blue liquor worth 10 gold. The two potions are two different things. Those are, I have another handout for those. The one's a draught of arcane, which is in a wine bottle, but the other one's a flask, not a wine bottle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, two different things. Do you
Nice.
drink the potion instead?
No.
Okay. Let's see, because those were never really identified. One of them was identified. That was a brew of fertility.
Yeah, that
The other one was the draught of arcane, which it has a label on it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
It's got like a flower in it, right? It's a nice image.
yeah. There's a handout for that too. So y'all go around the town.
Yeah, I'd
Yeah,
get Alistair
just
and
walk.
Bronix after we drink, and I guess Navarre is enjoying his moment of being more drunk.
All
and
right.
We'll start looking for things with Bronix.
Yeah.
I'd be helping Bronix basically.
All right.
But
As y'all walk around the festival, y'all see a drow and a deep gnome full sprint running towards y'all. They are running away from something and they're screaming, "Get out of here! There's something crazy happening with the statues. They're coming alive! Run!" And
Statue.
y'all see down probably about let's see 60 80 feet, you see Duragar, and peeking above the Duragar is this mushroom cap about 3 feet wide. It's just about a foot above his head, and you see as 3 spiked feet just pierce the body and then slowly rip the Duragar's body in half as a slug-like creature. The statues you'd seen before have come to life.
Well, shit.
how many
Oh,
of
no.
these things are there? Or is it just one that we see?
Oh,
There's
that
3
was
statues.
so-
This is
that's
the
not
first one that
good.
you've seen.
Okay.
That's not good,
Immediately after ripping this
Run up and cast
Durgar
Toll the
apart,
Dead.
I was in the middle description. Immediately after it does that, it immediately looks for another victim behind it. Where the hell did everything go?
Oh, you deleted the token. It disappeared.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Oh,
There's
God.
the map.
What the hell is going on? Why is it deleting it?
And we fell into the abyss. Ah, TPK.
Oh my god, what is going on?
We're being transported to an alternate dimension.
I have no idea what the
Time.
fuck.
It's
is going
time for a dream sequence. Woo.
Everyone, quick, jump onto the table.
Ah!
It's the only
I
thing there
have
to
no
say.
idea why this is happening. My map just randomly disappeared.
Oh boy.
That's hilarious.
You don't undo it.
Talk about
I
theater of the
tried.
mind.
Well, you
this what
were
it's like
doing
in
it for a
Bronx's
while.
mind?
It was just flashing back and forth.
Yeah. My map is gone. I'm gonna have to prepare this map next session.
Well,
Because
fuck.
everything is deleted, and that's where we're gonna end the session on a cliffhanger.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, damn.
Because my map just totally disappeared on me.
That sucks.
I have no idea what the fuck just happened.
Control C,
Token
undo?
disappeared, and then the map kept flickering back and forth. I think you were deleting it and then undoing it. over
I
and
was
over.
undoing. Well, it kept deleting it even though I was just clicking, and I don't know why I did that. So I will get the map back later. I'm gonna put y'all back in the tavern for now. What the fuck just happened? Anyway,
We're getting truly spoopy up in here.
that is the session for this week. We will figure out what the fuck happened to my map and deal with that next week as well.
See you
And
next
then
time.
y'all have some strange creatures you're gonna have to fight. Anyway,
Oh boy.
no TPKs yet.
Yeah, we just fucking eye zapped. So that did so much damage to Alice. If that hit me for like that much
It
damage.
was 30 damage if I didn't.
Yeah,
save.
if I